He's gonna fall.
Oh no.
Alright, so you guys are on day 69 of this adventure, and that gives you about roughly 20 days only until Syndra is going to die. The clerics gave her basically 3 months to live. So time is running out if you want to save her life. And there's been quite a setback as well. As you guys were on a ship bound for Omu, you'd hit a storm and everyone had become shipwrecked. Upon arriving on the beach, a hungry T-Rex happened upon you all, and it just bit Petra's head off very rapidly and very unexpectedly, very tragically. And you guys mourned Petra's death, but you had to move on. You couldn't let that defeat you all. And as you were making your way along the coast, you'd met Solrak, a barbarian also looking to stop the death curse, and he's been searching around this area.
He was standing on top of a mountain like a manga character.
He was. And Hugh Hackenstone, who was with you all, who you'd rescued from Chihaka Anchorage, told you that he knew exactly where you guys were, and he'd found this trail leading up to the Wyrmheart Mine. And as you guys know, Hugh Hackenstone has professed that he wishes to reclaim the mine, as it was taken over by a red dragon that bit off his left arm. So you guys agreed to help him, and you've entered the Wyrmheart Mine. You found it to be home to kobolds. And kobolds are dragon worshipping creatures. They usually hang around dragon lairs and worship them like gods, protecting their lairs with their lives. Even though they're cowardly, when they're in the presence of a dragon, it can give them a little bit more bravado. So you've made your way through the mine, and the way the mine is set up, it's like a ring. It goes around in a ring formation, clockwise, descending down like a ramp, followed by a trail, a minecart track. And yeah, it's like a 200-foot drop straight down. There's a little bit of light filtering in through this large hole in the ceiling, and there's a column of rock that's been left in the center of the mine. There's like a wooden walkway that goes across the gaping hole in the mine and up towards another ledge. And as you guys had entered one section of the mine, Hugh has really had some trouble being here. As you guys tragically know, all of his clansmen were killed, and he had his arm bitten off by a dragon. So he's having a little bit of trouble trying to relive those memories, and he's just kind of backed up and basically retreated into a fetal position out the front of the mine. And as you guys had moved up and found this very ornate set of armor, these ghosts of dwarves have risen up and started attacking. And we ended the session at the end of this round. But I do believe this Spectre has already gone too. Yeah, Spectre's gone already. Has it? Let me check, actually. I need to scroll up in the chat to actually see that, because it's been 2 weeks. It looks like it's the Spectre's turn, actually. Yeah, it's the Spectre's turn now. So, alright, Bryn and Solrak are outside. Avon and Millhouse are further in. Millhouse, you've used your reaction. Yazo, you've actually hit around the corner. You guys also were getting peppered by some kobolds up on this ledge over here. They were flinging rocks down at you guys. One of them was killed and the other one seemed to have backed up. And yeah, Jasmine's fighting all the specters recklessly by herself. But she's getting support by others. Okay, so let's continue this. And this specter was just dodging anyway. a lot of the specters have been turned. Alright, Millhouse. So you're up. So start of a new round. What happens, Millhouse, is as you're fighting these kobolds and back up, you basically knock Avon, and he slips. His foot gives way through this
falls by himself.
This
Millhouse had nothing to do with it.
wooden partition. Avon tries to reach out to grab you, Millhouse, and that's when you knock into him and basically responsible for his death. He lets out a scream as he falls through.
Millhouse.
The most heroic of deaths.
Yeah, that's going on the landing page as well. Avon's cause of death is just, I'm just gonna write Millhouse. There's no other explanation other than just Millhouse. And yeah, he just So add 1 to your kill count, Millhouse.
Well, at least the dragon has a tasty snack while he waits for his doom.
Proper adventure now.
No, alright. It's not just your fault, Millhouse. This wooden partition, it breaks. There's like a loose piece of wood. His foot goes straight through it and he slips and falls. Tries to grab onto you, but your armor is finely maintained. Very slippery, so it's another reason why he didn't survive, because your armor is so slippery, Millhouse. But anyway,
You didn't catch him.
yeah, you made no attempt to catch him either, Millhouse. But let's move on. Let's not dwell on Let's not dwell on who killed who. So there's only one Spectre engaged with Jasmine. You're still defenders up there fighting it too. Millhouse is like in melee with it.
Yeah. Alright. We're running out of ranged options here. And I feel like they can approach very quickly if they come through the walls. So get Millhouse.
Come on, Millhouse.
With everyone. Millhouse will dash. And Still Defender will just attack the lowest one.
Okay. And it's a crit. The Still Defender snaps its mouth down, slamming its forceful rend into the Spectre and destroying it. And I'm going to break initiative because the other ones are turned and they've basically just gone into the walls now.
So I'll take the armor back then.
No, I'm going to stop him.
You've gone.
I'll see you dragging it back up, and I'm going to come in to stop you. Nah,
Don't push me over the edge.
I'll interpose.
Yazo's the only witness to what happened with Avon as well.
I got something on you, mate.
Now get back here. I'll interpose myself so you can't continue.
I got to be able to get past you. I'm a rogue. I was going to try and get past them.
I'll tally up the experience for that fight too.
Yeah, get past that. Get past that if you can.
Well, it's not my forte, but...
Alright, Yazo, make a...
No, he counts. That counts as a fail for him.
No,
too.
it doesn't. There's a +2.
Alright,
A one is an automatic failure, so we both fail.
Not for skills.
Bryn and
So what happened?
Solrak, you guys look ahead and you see Yazo and Millhouse kind of slapping their hands together. Sort of thing. Very feebly.
Very like girl slappy fight.
Alright, the Still Defender sees Millhouse in trouble and runs in to aid him.
Okay, can I start stripping the armor here then?
Just tackles you to the ground, Yazo. Arrgh!
I'll point over to this corner. If you want to strip it, you're stripping it over there.
Okay, that's a deal. Over here?
Alright, so yeah, Yazo, you took the the body of the dwarf with you. The one that wasn't really scorched. and
Because I
had that
I
fine
don't think it's a
armor.
relative. Because you said it was a new body, so I don't think it is a relative. I'm gonna hold the body up and show it to you.
Alright, Hugh is still curled up. He's just, he's got his back against the wall. He's got his knees bent, and his head sunk into his knees. His arms wrapped around his legs. And, he looks up at you. Oh. Gah!
So it is a relative. Alright, no. At least I've saved one.
Oh. Oh. Poor Morak. Ah, thank you, brother,
No problem.
for recovering his body. Ah, he was a member of me expedition. I remember it when the dragon swept through the ceiling. It started strafing everyone with its breath. There was no warning. There was nothing to say that this attack was about to happen. Flames ripped and roared throughout all the tunnels. I just remember hearing the screams of my brothers. Bones, charred bones, were falling from above, raining down, as the screams of flaming dwarves also whooshed on by. We were mining down near the waterfall when it happened. We left our picks and we rushed up to face the beast. I came face to face with it. I still remember the sheen of its scales. I tried to hold it off, and that's when it bit me bloody arm off. We were forced to retreat. We fled. And dwarves, we're not one to leave our brothers behind. So, we wanted to hold up, but I was bleeding badly. And we retreated to that cave. And he, with a shaking hand, he points to that cave that the specters came from. And we huddled, hoping that the dragon would just leave. And that's when another explosion of flame ripped through the cavern. I survived because my brothers threw themselves in front of me, giving me 3/4 cover against the dragon's breath weapon. So I made the save. I made the dexterity save. That's why I didn't die.
Right.
What type of armor was your friend wearing? It didn't look charred at all.
Oh. That's because the arm is made from mithril.
That's good.
Sounds very useful.
I would like some of those.
There ain't no use in having that armor if you're a corpse. So I understand if you want to take it.
Well, it's fit for a dwarf, and our dwarf friend here seems like he wants to put proper use to it.
Aye. That seems fitting.
Does. And I'll avenge you.
If ye have risked your life to come here and help me defeat this damn dragon, then I think it's only fair that ye take it as ye just reward.
Cool.
Alright, it's yeah.
Is it smart to go back in?
No.
So,
Well, it's either we go
What
in
are we
or
doing?
the kobolds and the dragon come out and get us, because they know we're here.
Right.
So the armor
run.
is a set of mithril half plate.
Myth for half plate, sweet.
Yeah. And it doesn't take you too long to take it off Yazo, and it's a good fit for you. So the mithril armor, it's it's actually really light. It's incredibly light. It is a magic item as well. You will need to identify it to figure out exactly how it works. Because it's a magic item.
Can I wear it as normal half plate for now?
You can.
So yeah, they know we're here, so I don't think they would wait long to come after us completely.
Oh well, I pry open some of these crates in here.
You're splitting the party, Jasmine? You do know the specters are coming back a minute later.
Oh, yeah, Ben Bubbles.
So, what are we going back in? So we could also just jump down the other way and just go to the next level.
I rather clear.
I wouldn't risk it.
Or we
I
could
wouldn't
wait
risk it.
outside for them to get here, because then they're on our turf, right?
Well, the thing is, we don't know if the dragon is actually working with the kobolds, and the kobolds might come back with the dragon, and it would be a lot more to fight if they do.
According to the information that you found in Volo's guide, kobolds are very cowardly, and they also, they protect the lair of the dragon. So you think it would be highly unlikely that they're going to come out of their hidey holes. They're sort of creatures that like to wait and lay traps rather than, aggressively try to extinguish the intruders.
This thing on Jasmine, is it a curse?
It's a level of exhaustion. Disadvantage on ability check. Hugh
Should we have a rest?
seems to have still kind of retreated into this, basically he's got PTSD, and if someone wants to try to convince him to join you, you'd need to make a persuasion check as well and say something to him. Otherwise it looks like he's just basically frozen in fear, reliving the memories of what happened, all the victims that fell in the forge.
I will try. Pretty much what I'm going to tell him is, Hugh, if you need some time, we can take some time here. Maybe we can take an hour and rest up here while you calm yourself down, and we can go back down.
Yeah, I'd say that's going to be disadvantage. It's not really filling him with words of bravery. And he just keeps on shaking his head. I cannot do it. The horrors, the screams, the fire. He sees like a bit of flame flicker from like one of the torches, and he screams and he like scurries around the corner here.
I don't really know him that well. So anybody else want to try?
Well, let's just say we've lost our person that can regain our maximum health.
Yeah, Jasmine, you're feeling strange. You're feeling very sick. When those specters drained your life, you felt like a part of you was taken away from you, a part that you're not able to reclaim. This, you're basically a victim of the death curse now. You're feeling terribly cursed. Like someone took a part of you, took a part of your soul, and
so
unwilling to return it.
It's a terrible curse. We need to find a witch.
Well, the only way to cure it, really, I think, is to get rid of the death curse.
Well, you don't look too well.
You could say I've seen better days.
You know, I think we better wait for an hour. Maybe things will look up. And then we go and avenge your brothers.
Hey,
Or
where is
maybe-
Orion?
You didn't put him on this map because he was still lost on the beach somewhere.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot that you weren't here yet.
I didn't want to say anything. I thought you were just building up to a big reveal or something.
All right, yeah, Orion. Basically, what has happened is, you were shipwrecked, and you were wandering along the beach, for the better part of a day. You'd managed to basically recover all of your gear, bit by bit. You still had like everything you had on you, like your weapons, and your backpack was found several hundred feet down the beach, and no sign of the other party members, but some driftwood and some wreckage from the ship that was destroyed. And you basically just kept on heading up the beach, hoping to find some signs of your allies. And you actually found a note written in the sand through bits of driftwood, with an arrow pointing up towards this road that you found. The party had actually left you a message, and you've just followed that road for pretty much an entire day, the whole day, and you had to camp out. And yeah, you still hadn't caught their tracks. They were moving quite quickly, and you've basically just arrived now. At the end of this road, you see the entrance to a mine shaft, a mine cart on a track, a couple of buildings, and a new comrade by the looks of things.
I think I'm sniffing the ground with my butt in the air like a bloodhound.
And you should take a long rest too, Ryan. You haven't. You'd still. Well, you're pretty much fresh, right? Anyway, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So yeah, you haven't had any encounters, and yeah, you don't know how they could have moved so quick. You were moving like as quick as possibly that you could, and you still couldn't catch up with them. And it's not like this party to move so quick either.
Yeah. I poked my head out from behind Bryn and said, "Oh, good to see you. All right, Orion."
Why are we at Wyrmheart Mine?
I knew this is where you would want to be.
You knew wrongly.
But look at my
I know you
armor.
pretty well.
Who's this asshole? Are you a barbarian? We have one of those. We don't need you. Where's Petra?
It's your new rival.
Long story, but I'll cut it short for you. T-Rex, Body, Petra, Daddy.
Solid.
That's really short.
Okay.
Your friend is weird.
Where's Avon? Where's Dragonbait?
Dragonbait, we're not sure, and look behind Zorak, although...
Oh, look at Millhouse.
Everyone looks at
look at
Millhouse.
Oof. Well, this is a bad day.
But I got some new armor. And there's another way you can go in.
And I say to Orion, fought some specters, and I'm now in the same boat as Syndra.
Okay. So to recap, I've been gone for 24 hours. 2 of the party's dead. Jasmine's almost dead, and we got some new armor.
So where were you?
Seems
Lost.
like a good summary.
Alright, well... Are we good here? Can we leave?
We're gonna
Yes,
drag him to kill. What do you mean leave?
Well, I mean, this mine has killed 2 of us. We have a big quest to do.
Technically, the
I think
mine's
that's
only
a fair
really
point.
killed one.
The Petra had her head bitten off by a T-Rex on the beach.
Gotcha.
And Millhouse killed Avon, so the mine has claimed 0 victims, yeah. one for T-Rex, one for Millhouse.
Alright, well, if we're stuck on killing the dragon, let's do it then.
Well, the point of the whole mine thing, according to them, is we're fighting some type of great undead, so we need powerful weapons, and the mine can possibly provide that.
And look at Hugh's face.
You alright, buddy?
Hugh says, is that the only reason you're here? To hope that you'll find powerful weapons?
Well, that and to clear the dragon from here, so it helps you out as well.
I'm afraid, if you're looking for powerful weapons, you're going to be sadly mistaken.
Hugh, you told us yesterday that there was magic items that the dragon would have that we could keep.
I would imagine so. But, all we did here was mine the tin and the copper. We would load it up on mine carts and sent it off towards Harakma, the forge of the albino dwarves. They're the ones that would craft the weapons and armor. We'd mine it and they'd smith it. I may have said a lot of things to get you all to come here. And I'm sorry. But I cannot let this dragon claim my ancestral home. But
That's the spirit. Now you've got it.
no bone in my body can veer away from the mine, but I can't go back in there either at the same time, so I plead with you all, help me. Please.
Well, Jasmine will poke out from behind Zorak and said, well, even though this may be harsh, but even though you led us on a wild goose chase, I forgive you, and I'm willing to help if the rest are willing to help as well.
It's a worthy cause to fight for.
Yes, indeed. I'll help.
Oh,
I don't know if it was all a lie. We did find armor, and it seems pretty good, like pretty good armor.
And that was a new body, so there's probably some more new bodies.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I feel so bad when ye had hired me as a guide. I had no intention of trying to take ye down and find this death curse. I was just going to lead you straight here to the mines. Oh, my Moradin's name, forgive me. Doomathoin, reveal me secrets. If ye can help me here, then I swear to ye, I'll follow ye to the end of days. I'll join ye in stopping this death curse.
I know dwarven word is true. I forgive you.
Alright, you guys have been here for a while, so I may as well take a short rest. And the way that you figure out the mithril half-plate works, Yazo, is, it's just like regular armor, except it's very, very light. You can't wear it under normal clothes because it's too bulky, but it doesn't give you disadvantage on stealth checks, and it does not have a strength requirement.
Cool.
Great for a rogue.
It is.
Can I take a moment and invoke the Charm of the Slayer on my rapier?
I think those charms have expired now. It's been 10 days.
It says... I don't know. I think that when... Okay.
Oh,
I thought there was something.
I think... oh yeah, I think it's 10 days after you use it, right?
Yeah, after... Right, it says 9 days after you invoke the charm.
Oh, 9 days. Yeah, that doesn't... Let me just double check. I had a feeling it does expire. I'll take a look.
I know some of them expired after a couple of days, but I think some of them you had to actually use them.
Yeah, depending on the actual charm. Yeah, this one you still have active. It'll stay until you use it, and then you got 9 days. And yeah, you guys have been, you know, moving towards trying to stop the death curse this entire time. So you've managed to keep the Nugget's charm.
With the mithril armor, would it count as sort of light armor for survival?
It's medium armor, half plate.
Yeah, it's just like scale mail. Even though it's a bit bulkier, but it gives you more chance of less taking hits.
But yeah, in terms of you mean like for jungle travel where you need more water?
Yeah.
No, not with the mithril armor. It's so light that, I mean, it's basically just like an extension of your own body. It feels like you're not even wearing anything.
It's like a barbarian.
Alright, so you guys have caught your second win, rested up a bit, and he was just been kind of whispering to himself a little bit and saying some prayers to 4 different dwarven gods. There's no activity detected from the kobolds.
So I'm taking it we're not going back into that room with the specters, so let's just work our way around the track.
We could, or we could bait them out and attack them with ranged weapons. I don't like having them at our back if we're to continue into the mine.
If we're gonna bait them out, what I would suggest is if Millhouse here would send the doggo and just have him lead them out.
Oh yeah, Millhouse. Doesn't the Steel Defender get a heal as well or not?
I will. Look, it's very hard to decide on these level 6 up on the Artificer. What to get. I will heal him. But yeah, I'm willing to send Doggo out. I would have just used Mending on him during the short rest.
How much has been... Oh, it just heals him up, right? Fully?
Well, not fully. But I imagine I could have done it several times over the long rest.
Is it like 1 hit point per spell? Per cantrip?
It regains 2d6 hit points per cast.
Oh yeah, well he's going to be fully mended up.
So this is long rest?
This is a short rest.
Yeah,
Short rest,
long
okay.
rest would be, yeah, pretty much, you know, a good 18 hours mostly, because you guys arrived here pretty early in the morning. But short rest, 1 hour.
Solrak, here's a Ryath route. It'll give you some temp HP because we're going to be in melee. And if we get hit by those specters, our life won't get drained. It'll give you the temp HP first.
Yeah, they're nasty.
Eat it.
They really... I mean...
Could we avoid the specters, maybe?
We could. I just don't want them at our back when we go in.
We just have to leave the rope.
I just don't want
Yeah.
to be fighting something else and then have them come up behind us.
Yeah, I'd say that. Even though,
We've lost our cleric, right?
yeah,
Millhouse.
And then one more planning thing. We have Zalcore's poison from when we killed killed that Medusa. Do we know what it does?
Yeah, I think we do.
I wasn't there. I don't know.
But it has to be ingested, I believe, for it to take.
We can't put it on weapons.
If I'm remembering correctly, we can't. It has to be ingested.
Did you identify the poison?
We did.
Okay. Yeah, Zalcori's poison is, you have to eat it. Different poisons are applied differently. Some of them have to be ingested. Some of them are injury. Some of them, you have to just contact with the poison can inflict its effects.
Do I think if I poured it on myself and then the dragon ate me, would it be poisoned?
If the dragon ate you, yes, it would be poison and you'd be dead.
Sure. I mean, if it ate me, I'd be dead.
If you're willing to make that sacrifice, then yes, it will.
Hey,
it will work.
Should we just come back up?
But yeah, the idea of ingested poison obviously is you put it in something's food.
And do we know what the effects of Zalcori's poison is?
I'm not sure if anyone could figure that out.
Okay.
Could I take a look now?
Yeah,
What
it would
does
be
the
a
root do?
I wasn't there at the time.
it would be a nature check.
Oh, damn. Okay. We'll try. Nope.
Oof.
You're not figuring out what this is.
I would
What
not
are you
eat
trying
this.
to figure out? I could try to see if I could figure it out. A 20.
Alright, so it's essence of ether. It's a poison that takes effect. Actually, let me just double check this one.
What does the root do again? Oren?
The Ryath root gives you, if you eat it, you get 2d4 temp HP.
We taking it right now, or are we taking it when we get close to the dragon?
I think it lasts for 24 hours, so you can take it now.
Okay.
If I touch you and it's 10 HP, would that take off the 10 HP first?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, 10 hit points are coming off first.
How many of those patients do we have?
I only have 2 of the roots.
So who's going in there?
Alright, yeah, so the poison that she made actually, Solrak, you find that it's actually just like created from native plants that can be found in Chult. And it's, I mean, you wouldn't really have an actual name for it, but basically it's from these hallucinogenic plants. And what it does is, yeah, if you ingest it, it can badly poison you.
So yeah, I will tell him exactly what it does, and I'm going to make up the name Hagbutt.
It's basically like a drug, this thing. More than
Yeah,
it's
this
more of a
thing is
drug
called
than a
Hagbutt.
poison. So it's meant to kind of disorientate you, so you start hallucinating, and then you become vulnerable.
Do we know what kind of dragon this is? Because some dragons, they are immune to poison, right?
It's a red one.
Yeah, red dragon.
If we could...
Okay, so we're good.
Well,
I'm not a
if we
dragon
can get our
expert,
friends,
but
what I can recommend is if we can get our friend's body down there, we can cover it full of the poison and try to feed it to the dragon. See if it'll take the bait.
you want to...
Better and better.
Oof.
Or this body, this dwarven body.
I think that dwarven body is too burnt and old by now, unfortunately.
I would love to be able to trick the dragon into eating this. If we get down and Avon's body's still there and the dragon hasn't messed with it, we'll do the poison thing. We'll see.
And if,
Seb, can I officially do the
He's dead
Charm of the
anyway.
Slayer on my sword?
Yep, that's done. You turn it into a Dragon Slayer. I'll give you a handout for what that does. It does an extra 3d6 damage to a dragon on a hit.
And is it +1?
It is a +1.
Awesome.
I'll cast magic swords if you see if they give you help.
Oh, there, you've already got the handout for it. So, yeah. 3d6 damage on a hit, +1 weapon. Goes for 9 days. Try and keep a rough check of every time you take a long rest. 1 day has gone by.
I'll make a counter. All right. Well, we're
Not that you're hoping to fight more dragons than this. But you never know.
Right. So let's deal with these specters first, and then we'll keep on heading down.
Let's do it. I'll put away my shield and get out my bow. Let's try to do this from range.
So who has the extra hit points thingy? So maybe the person who go first.
Sorak and Orion.
Okay.
We're using the doggo to lower them out so we can start pot shotting them.
Why you go the wrong way?
Is anyone eating the Ryath root?
Sorry, yeah. Sorak and I did. We did it in chat.
Okay, cool. All right, you guys munch that down, and you're feeling quite fortuitous. So as you enter the mine, there is two pathways that split: a narrow, jagged tunnel and a mine track. It's a 250-foot drop straight down to the bottom of this mine, and there's some light filtering through these large holes in the ceiling. There's a wooden walkway that spans the massive gape in the center of the cave, this gaping hole. And this is the area where the specters are, so it's 50 feet below you, because as the minecart goes clockwise, or the mine track, sorry, it also keeps on going down. You can see the various heights. So this area over here is a full 75 feet lower than this area over here.
What if we stand on this bridge and shoot at them from across the gap?
That's the coalbolts on the other side of that bridge, I'm sure.
We can either stand on the bridge or on this track over here, because they're going to come out from this hole anyway.
Okay.
I'm not standing on any bridge in that cavern there. That's a falling death, for sure.
Oh, and one more thing, Seb. New level thing. I'll put this in chat. Short rest. I choose like a physical thing, and I'll choose a climbing speed.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Milhouse, can you send your doggo in?
Well, everybody get in position first before you send in the doggo, because I'm sure people have spells and can only go a certain distance.
I don't know if it will help, but I'll hide as well.
Sure.
Remember to roll it now.
Yeah, if you're trying to hide from something, then you can make a stealth check. Of course, you will need to remain behind some sort of cover to be hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so moving up, the wooden partition, it's pretty stable apart from, one obvious area that Milhouse pushed Avon to his death at. And there's a dead end over here. There's just some flaming torches in sconces illuminating different sections of the mine. And this dead kobold is still here. This cliff is 50 foot high up here. The steps rise up about 10 feet into these chambers. No sign of any activity from any of this lair's denizens.
I'm gonna have my bow out and just ready for when the doggo or when I see them.
Yep.
Yep, everyone's ready, I would imagine. Everyone's ready to attack.
Yep.
Ready as ever be.
Alright, so I'm going to assume I can go up this pathway here, and somewhere I'll be able to rush the doggo around, maybe lure them out. I don't know how many of them are going to come out, considering how cowardly they are, but I guess it's worth a shot.
Your still defender stops and starts barking. Row, 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 row. Row, row, row.
Can I translate those barks?
It doesn't speak any language. It only understands what you say. Row, row.
I'm going to assume
I
that
think
means
Timmy's
enemy.
stick. I think Timmy's stuck in the wall.
Row. And something is stopping Doggo from moving forward. Like it's there must be some sort of hazard. Row.
I'm going to assume it might be broken wooden planks, maybe? Can't really tell.
No, that's here. That's where that's here, Millhouse, where you pushed Eve into his death. No broken wooden planks over here. Row, row. Keeps on barking.
Well, then I can't really tell what's stopping it, then.
Yeah, there's I mean, you can make a perception check. It's pretty dark. There is a little bit of light flickering on the wall here.
I see no wall.
You're not seeing what would be stopping the doggo.
Millhouse, send him in here.
Well, that's where the spirits were. I don't want to drag those back out.
Well, we wanted to kill them from a distance. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
All right, back up, everybody.
I'm no expert on undead, but are they going to respond to a construct at all?
Well, if they don't, he can just attack them.
No, well, I mean,
That's true.
Alright,
this
so
doggo-
what are you giving him instructions to do? Just go up there and what are you telling him to do?
guerrilla tactics, attack and run back.
Okay. It just returns to
Alright.
This isn't working.
I'm going to read that as there's nothing over there.
So I went up there, throw a dagger and run back.
If you feel confident.
Has anybody's got a longbow?
I
Yes.
got a short bow.
I do.
You can have my short bow if you want.
Sure.
Here you go.
So sneaking up.
okay.
Give the dog a little pat on the head.
Alright, you creep up Yazo and there's some stone steps. You start to move up them. The steps lead up 5 feet to a landing, and then there are 2 more staircases. You see just the remains of this workshop. Everything is scorched. There's bits of wood, burnt crates, and bones everywhere.
I don't think I need a short bow.
It
There's nothing
looks
here.
Quite vacant.
Okay, I'm going to run back as fast as I can then.
Scorch marks everywhere.
Right. Yeah, come on, doggo. There's nothing there. They're all gone.
Well, there
Is
was
that where
nothing there. There was nothing there before until you touched something and then they appeared.
Well, he's wearing the item he touched, so.
Well, maybe we just don't go in there then? If they are triggered by something, maybe they won't attack us in the back or fighting something else?
You would be surprised if anyone would have detected Yazo's presence. The way he's moving, so quiet. Completely
just-
concealed his
maybe that-
presence from just about anything.
Maybe that was it, that they don't sense him, so they don't jump, they don't want to come out.
Can you go back in and make a lot of noise and then run back?
I can set
Maybe
a bomb off in there, like a little timing bomb. Do you have one of those in your house?
it has something to do with our dwarven friend. Was he also there when they appeared?
I think they
Well,
just didn't see him.
They appeared when we were all on these steps, and then the armor was, I guess, touched, or the body.
Right. But the armor is now. Well, you're wearing it, so.
So it's not. They're not. So they don't detect me. So let's go to the next level.
I guess so.
Well, wait, hold up. Just because they're not going to attack Yazo doesn't mean they're not going to attack the rest of us once they sense us. I think they just didn't see Yazo. They're still going to attack him.
There's
I said we
spirits. If
Okay,
you're
Yazo makes a sound.
they're probably in a wall or something. So I don't think they're
I'd
going to
rather
see any
kill
of
them.
you.
Yazo,
Could
if
be
you do me a
something that-
favor, just go in there and stamp your foot real loud and then run back. And
Hey,
if and when they
I've-
come out, we can kill them.
I've done my task. It's somebody else's task.
Fine.
Well,
I've been-
you're the one that's easier to escape because you're quicker than
faster.
us.
Fine. Flattery. Right. So, what can I put down to explode?
I don't think
I've
you would
got-
have anything that would explode.
I've got a miner's hat.
Those are known to explode all the time.
Is there anything in the light? Part of the hat?
They they basically got like small lanterns.
Sorry, I'll just throw the whole thing in there. Another one.
Where are you throwing it?
As far away as I can. So, probably next to that chest.
Alright, you take the miner's helmet and throw it up there and it just clings and bounces on the ground.
Okay, nothing happens.
It's dead quiet in here. Just
Then I don't know what
scorch
I'm
marks,
supposed to do.
Skeletons. No sign of these ghostly apparitions.
So
Maybe it is something that is triggered, like something that's touched or.
Maybe you have to go in deeper.
I'm not
Yeah,
going any
or-
deeper than that. That is,
Don't
Oh,
do
he
that, and
he hasn't gone in any of the
Don't
rooms. He's
trigger.
just gone to the bottom of the stairs.
we
Well,
don't need
if
to
it-
go in any deeper. We just go
Yeah, we
past
don't
it.
need to. If
Well,
it
we-
takes that
when
much
we-
to trigger
If
them.
it's a trigger, then we just don't trigger it, right? That would work.
Can I look for possible pressure plates or trap or any triggering device?
Up in here.
Yes.
Okay, you can make a perception check. You can actually see these torches illuminating the room as well. So it's all bright light. You take a careful look around and you're not noticing anything hazardous. No pressure plates or anything like that.
So I might as well carry on past the kobolds. I'll wait here for everybody else.
Yeah, if it takes that much to trigger it, we won't trigger it. Well, let's keep going and kill some kobolds and the dragon.
What if they're sitting there invisible?
Well, there's not a whole lot we can do. Come on. What if Atherak is over your shoulder, invisible right now? How big is this ledge right here?
It's a 50-foot climb.
Can I just climb up it?
Sure. Alright, Ryan, you climb up. Yeah, good 50-foot climb. And up here, I'll move the dynamic lighting. You see a set of stairs sloping down. Yazo, as you creep up here, you see a number of kobolds kind of huddled into some corners. They're not aware of your presence as you are still hidden. Actually, you should make another stealth check because you did kind of like, you were like throwing stuff around earlier. Alright, yeah, you can see a few kobolds. They're huddled up and it looks like there's some eggs. They're kind of protecting some eggs. You see about 3 of them. They haven't noticed you creep up.
Okay. I'm not killing no members of eggs.
Quick question. Did Petra store her wand of fear in her head by chance when he got bitten off?
You'd have to ask Carlos that. No, you guys would have.
She didn't have it tucked behind her, no.
Yeah, you guys could have claimed that wand of fear and the spell scroll of identify. So they're just sitting there for whoever wants them.
Against kobolds, I imagine it would be pretty useful.
I'm guessing you're gonna take that then, Millhouse?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All yours. I'll wave down to my companions, and then point across over here.
By the way, she also had 1 potion of healing. If Orion wants to take that.
But did she store that in her head compartment?
It would be surprising if she did.
Alright guys, moving up. And you can hear kobolds yapping. Coming from like this cave. You hear their voices coming from this set of steps. Alright, Yazo, you move up a little bit more, and as you creep up, you notice there are a couple more kobolds kind of hiding around the corner here, and they've backed up a little bit too.
So
they're just like huddling around corners and things like that.
Can I write on the wall that 2 kobolds and put an arrow?
I mean, you can write that on the wall. I'm not sure if anyone will notice that. Probably like hand signals would probably be more effective.
Alright, I don't know if anyone knows Thieves' Card, but I'll try some.
I don't think anyone can do Thieves' Card.
Then
Nope.
just wait here.
The kobolds just kind of back up a little bit, and they huddle into like niches as you guys walk by.
We like make eye contact.
As you guys move up, as you move there, Ryan, 2 kobolds run around the corner and they start lobbing some sling bullets at you. I'll roll initiative down here. They like got little rocks in slings and they're spinning them around. And Jasmine, you're up.
Well, I guess I'll just so that's right, 20. Either there or there is about where I can get it if I walk past Millhouse and take a couple of shots at the first kobold.
That's a hit. Alright, you send an arrow flying over and it just impales the kobold straight through its eye socket and like snaps it back against the wall. The other kobold just screams.
Wow.
Second arrow is a miss. It's just gonna hit the wall. That arrow hits. The kobold that is left has already turned around and he starts to book it, but the arrow just hits him straight through the chest and he's dead. And his body just kind of slides down the steps a little bit.
Cool.
Nice, Jasmine. That necrotic damage hasn't taken anything off your aim.
I go and get the arrows.
Now you can get back 1 arrow. As you move down, there's a few provisions here, a crate and a barrel, another sconce illuminating a small cave, and steps. Stone steps snaking down where you can hear some more yapping of kobolds. They hear the scurrying of tiny little feet.
Yazo, do you want to be stealthy or do you want me and Solrak to go first?
You can smell some
some
smoke
fun.
as well. There's like a campfire or something.
I'll wait out here.
Alright, let's do it. Can I try to be stealthy down the stairs?
Yeah. As you head down the stairs, you see another cave. And there is a few different things here. Some barrels and some crates. A campfire and a cage. And there's another cave beyond this one that has a heap of kobolds huddled together.
Orion just tripped over a rock.
Yep.
Yeah, you start to head down, Orion, and that's what happens. You trip over, and you make quite a lot of noise. Some rocks go rolling down the steps, and these kobolds, they look over and see you, and we're going to roll initiative now. So those of you upstairs, if you go down these stairs, I'll move you down to the next level. But at the moment, you wouldn't be able to see what's going on down there from up here. But, yeah. You guys know that it's on.
You
All
heard
right.
Orion trip.
So, did you just move, Jasmine? It's not your turn yet. It's Yazo's turn.
I'll just dodge, I think. I'm going to move out of the way of this cart. I'm going to come in here. There.
Okay.
Really put in an extra +1 AC to use, huh?
Jasmine.
Yeah, I'll move all the way down to...
Alright. I'll just calculate how much that's going to cost you. 10, 15, 20, 35, 45. That costs you 50 feet of movement to get there where you're standing. So you're dashing?
Yep.
Okay, because you have to push by Solrak and Orion. Alright, you dash forward and you're basically at the landing at the bottom of the steps. You can see kobolds huddled in a cave. There's a small campfire just smoldering away. There are little lizards scurrying around the ground, and these like filthy pallets, and there looks like some fish roasting on this fire. Some bats hanging from the ceilings.
Okay. With that, bonus action, I guess I'll just, get ready for if a cobalt runs, I take a shot at it.
With a bonus action? You can't do that with a bonus action. It has to be... If you're ready, it's an action. Ready in action is an action.
Well then, that's all I can do.
Okay, took a dash action. Millhouse.
Alright, let's go have a look, see what's happening down here. That's as far as I can get.
Alright, you'd actually wouldn't even get that far. Solrak is here. Orion is here. Jasmine is here. I'll put on like green squares where their characters are, so you know where difficult terrain would be. But you don't see anything down there from where you're standing. There's a bit of a
And it's
queue.
about any movement from where you are.
So dogs, yeah, Doggo is gonna have to dash, I reckon. So let's just call that 4. Let's just call that a lot of movement to get to there. He's dashing down.
Okay, it's use 40, 50 feet of movement. It gets down to the bottom of the steps. It's got 10 feet left. It's I mean, at the entrance of a cave.
He'll move 10 feet towards the closest kobold.
Okay, he starts running towards the kobold. He starts barking. Row, row. Solrak.
Let's see here. That would be.
Moving up into the cave, Solrak, there's another cave beyond it, across from the stairs. But over to your left, there's another smaller cave, and that too is home to several kobolds huddled up, like cowardly. They back up a little bit, and they have some feeble weapons in their hand, either a small sharpened stone or a sling.
Okay, so I believe I have 10 more feet left.
There's also this contraption. It looks like a wooden barricade filled with spikes, sharp stone spikes, facing outwards towards more of the mine track over here. Has these wooden wheels on it as well. Like they're gonna roll it towards someone and stab someone.
I want to move. Can I move diagonal like that, or
Yeah.
is this block blocking?
No, there's room for you to go there.
So I will go there, and I will, with my maul, start smacking some kobolds. I am going to rage beforehand.
Okay.
First attack.
And that's a hit. You just
Plus 2 more damage for that.
okay. The kobold's head is just exploded.
Okay. And I don't have. Well, I can hit that one now. And with my second attack, I hit the one diagonal.
Hit. Now you follow through after exploding that first kobold's head and just stick this one into the wall. The head of them all just goes straight through the little kobold and it's dead.
Is that 2 to you?
The other kobolds just scream. Ah! They look terrified. Bryn.
So I go down as well.
British murder.
You're going to
Not
need
sure
to
how
take a
far I
dash
can go.
action.
Yeah, I will.
Alright, that's 55 feet, and you arrive at the bottom of the cave. You can see the kobolds in the cave up ahead over here, and Solrak's just gone around the corner and started breaking some kobold skulls too.
Right, so I have this new thing that I can do, command action as a bonus action. Let me see where it is. So I think I want to do that. So I do the command spell on a kobold that is within 60 feet, and I think I have to be able to see it. Maybe I can step out a bit further with another 5 feet to see the kobold in the corridor. And I'll just do command.
Where are you stepping?
Like right here, I think that's the furthest I can go.
Okay. And you're doing it on this guy, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And I'll say approach, so we can hit him.
Alright, his eyes just kind of glaze over. And he looks up at you, and on his turn, he's going to approach.
Great. I think that's all I can do right now.
I'll give him a charmed icon for that one. Ryan. So you've headed down the steps carefully, made quite a racket. Everyone's just basically rushed past you and started slaying some kobolds. What do you do? I think you're muted, by the way. If you're
I'm so
talking.
sorry. Yes, I say I rage and run forward in anger.
Okay.
Do I have to use movement or double movement to get through Bryn and Jasmine's faces?
Yeah. All creatures
Okay.
are difficult terrain.
Well, then I think that's my movement. And then I'll
Don't you have
ready.
like 40 feet as a barbarian?
Yeah, but if I'm here, that's 15 to get here, and then 15 to get there. I guess I have more.
And you've got 10 left, I think.
I'll move here and I'll ready an attack to attack the kobold that will approach.
Okay.
And that's it.
Alright, it's a kobold's turn. Alright, the one that is beguiled does approach and starts moving towards Bryn. And as he gets into your range, Ryan, you've got an opportunity attack. And you just impale him with the rapier. Dead. The four
Nice
kobolds over here in this cave all fling just a barrage of sling bullets at you, Solrak. But before that, one of them runs up and tries to poke you with this piece of sharpened stone. And it misses. As he's basically distracting you, the others attack with advantage from pack tactics. And they start flinging little rocks at you. That one just bounces off your chest. That one... Actually, no, that... oh, no, yeah. Misses. And because of cover, that's a miss. Basically, these rocks just bounce off you, Solrak, and don't bother you at all. Meanwhile, in the other cave, these kobolds then launch their attack. One of them rushes Orion and tries to stab him with a sharpened stone. Hits for 2 piercing damage. And the rest of the kobolds charge forward, spilling out into the cave. This one's going to sling at Orion. They have advantage from pack tactics. That misses. And 3 more kobolds stay in the back of that cave and sling bullets at you, Orion. A couple of them will move up to get into range. Here come 3 bullets coming your way. At advantage. And 2 of the rocks hit you for 2 and 3 damage. So a total of 5 points of damage. Alright, as that's happening, these other kobolds, crafty kobolds, arrive over this side of the cave. One of them has, he's got all sorts of things on him. He's one of these inventor kobolds. He's got a skunk in a cage. He's got a vial of acid. He's got a pot of slime. He's got a scorpion on a stick. And he looks ready to do business. He's going to scream. Ah! And he's going to pull out his trusty pot of green slime. And he's going to throw it at the Still Defender at disadvantage. And it misses. It just hits the wall and splashes. Another kobold inventor, very brave one, rushes forward. And he is armed with a basket of centipedes. He takes this little cane basket, he takes the lid off, and he starts shaking it on the ground. And centipedes start to fall out in a big pile, a swarm. And they're going to fall out in this space. And they're going to roll initiative. The kobold says, as all these centipedes start swarming around. Some of them start biting him and he starts screaming. And that's his turn. That's his big move. Alright, Yazo, you're up.
Can I see what's inside these boxes here?
There's a single crate. You want to open it up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're not like hammered shut or anything like that. You lift the crate, and I mean it's so old. It's just filled full of dust, and it's empty. There's nothing in here. You will need to actually move up to be within 5 feet of it to access it.
Okay.
There's nothing in here. You can imagine it's probably full of mining provisions back in the day.
So on a dash with my bonus action.
Okay, so you used, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Alright, 55 feet. Oh wait, you've only got 50, right?
Yes.
So 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45. You're going to have to double dash to get down there.
Okay, D&D.
Alright, that's 55 feet, and you're at the bottom of the cave. Oh wait, actually, yeah, that's it. I mean, you could
Can I
probably
jump on top of it?
You could move a little bit more. Actually, there's not that much difficult terrain because only Jasmine's in the way now. So you've actually still got another 15 feet on top of that if you want.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, those crates would be difficult terrain too, so that'll be the end of your movement. And as you run out there, you're no longer hidden. All right, the centipedes, they just scurry over Orion and try to bite him. And it hits. Sharp pincers pierce into your flesh. Welts start to appear. Make a Constitution save. Oh no, actually no, this isn't a con save. Never mind. This one is only if you are reduced to 0. So you just bit for 4 piercing damage. Jasmine.
Okay, I'm just gonna... Actually, no. Actually, yeah, I'll just squeeze past there, and oh boy, that's opened up a whole lot of things. Okay, yeah, I'll do what I do best. Take a shot.
Who are you attacking? That guy? Hit. Alright, no Dread Ambusher, but 2 damage. That arrow, it basically glances the kobold, slashing its neck a little bit. Second arrow misses and just hits the wall and shatters. Millhouse. There's no congestion on these steps anymore.
15 feet get me there.
Alright, 15 feet puts you here.
Alright.
Looking around, yeah, the kobolds have started to spill out over here. This is that campfire. There's more around the corner. You can hear fighting. Solrak over here in this direction.
Yes, firebolt to Inventor.
And the firebolt just basically preemptively explodes.
Alright. And this guy will one. And he'll do it against the inventor as well. Sorry, one moment. There it is.
He runs forward, whoa! Slams his force-empowered rend onto the inventor, badly injuring it. But this kobold's a lot tougher than the others. Kind of breaks some of his contraptions as well. Solrak.
Right. So I'm going to attack the one in front of me. I'm going to attack recklessly.
Okay. These kobolds are screaming. That is a hit. And you're just sweeping through the kobold. He goes flying up against the wall. Splatters.
So I'm going to move 10. Hit the golf ball in front of me right there. It's reckless.
It's a crit.
Oh. I think I splattered him.
Yeah, you just push the maul up into the wall with him, and it basically just like severs him in half. He's gone.
Okay, so with my bonus action, since I killed the kobold, I'm going to use the great weapon feat since I killed him, and hit that guy.
That's another hit. And that's another dead kobold. Just like.
After that, I'm going to move into his corner right here.
There's a couple of just barrels stacked in this corner that they're hiding behind. Just push them out of the way. There's just one single kobold left in here, and he's just trembling. Bits of kobold meat and blood just splattered all over him. Bryn.
So I'm going to use my bonus action command on this one to, I would say, grovel. Target falls prone and ends its turn. Or no, wait, halt. Halt's better. I'll say halt. The target doesn't move and takes no actions.
All right. He starts to do exactly that on his turn. He'll halt.
And I'll take out my crossbow to, or actually I already have it out, I think, to shoot the other kobold inventor. So this one over here.
That's a hit. And the crossbow bolt impales the kobold through the neck, forcing him to the ground dead.
I think I'll stay where I am right now. Yeah. I'd like to end my turn, but I don't see that thing anymore.
You need to have your token selected.
Oh, right.
You can also use the chat box. There's a little circle with EOT in it. And that big purple box. That'll do the same thing. Orion. Right. So you got all these little scorpions crawling up you, biting you. Kobolds next to you.
Well, they're a delicacy, so I'm gonna eat the little bugs crawling all over me, and I'll attack with my bite, recklessly.
Okay.
Well, that went well.
That's a miss. You just look kind of weird because you're just like biting nothing.
Well, we'll try that again.
Just looks awkward. That hits, and You bite through a few of them. You manage to bite 4.
That really lame turn is all I got, guys.
They're pretty hard to bite as well because there's like so many of them. You can't effectively get like as many as what you would hope. They have resistance. Okay, this kobold, he very, very bravely disengages and screams. He comes running out of this cave. Ah! Starts sprinting away from Solrak.
Why are you running away? I just want to be friends.
This kobold bravely jumps on Orion and tries to stab him with a piece of sharpened stone. And he misses. This kobold is going to fling a sling bullet at Orion. So they do have advantage from pack tactics. Yeah! He screams out triumphantly as he hits you for 4 bludgeoning damage, booping you on the face with a rock, Orion. And the other 3 are just going to follow suit. They're all going to attack Orion, bullet after bullet. And yeah, that first one misses you. Oh, ignore that final one. The 18 misses you, Orion, because you got cover from this kobold. But the next one hits you for 1 bludgeoning. And then the next one hits you for 2 bludgeoning. And as these 3 kobolds do their attacks, they actually run back around the corner here. Trying to hide. Right, this kobold inventor just, he looks like he's about to do something, and then he doesn't. He just stays right there.
Is that the charmed one?
Yeah, he's just like looking at Bryn, and then he kind of shakes his head at his end of his turn and snaps out of it. Jasmine. Oh no, sorry. Yazo.
So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do the help action on Orion, but it looks like he needs a bit of help.
You're going to help.
You can help by attacking them.
But you said you had this one. Okay,
No,
I'll
get
stab.
these things off me.
Okay, I'll stab them then.
Okay.
He bit off more than you could shoot.
Yazo's there trying to make a distraction for the centipedes, and Orion tells him that that's
Whoa.
not helping. And
Bruh.
yeah, you just
It looks silly as well.
a centipede bites you on the nose instead, Yazo, and just causes you pain, and you end up missing with your attack. Meanwhile,
Get it out now.
the swarm keeps on trying to chew on Orion. It's a big biting competition. That misses.
Shit. So help would have been better.
Jasmine.
Seeing that one inventor up there, I'm just gonna take a couple of shots at it. Oh, first of all, Hunter's Mark.
Okay. That's a hit. That arrow hits the kobold and he's pretty badly hurt. That's another hit.
Gotta love the lag.
And that drops the kobold to the ground dead. Millhouse.
Alright. So can Millhouse get in there? Yes, he can. If only just. This one, I'm gonna hit with a scimitar.
It's a narrow miss. The kobold ducks. And he does not duck. He ducks again and you swing lower and cut his head clean off.
I didn't know I could swing any lower than I am.
That's basically ground level.
Doggo will move there. And that one.
That's a hit. Row! Kobold explodes from the force damage. when he moves away, this kobold is going to try and attack. Ah! And he's hit for 4 damage. Solrak.
Alright, so let's see here. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to try to swing at the centipedes. I am going to go Reckless and Great Weapon Master. So
Correct. Alright. That has to be a very well placed maul attack to not hit Orion in the face and just hit the centipedes. And you line them up perfectly. And they are quite resistant, like, because there's so many of them, they're hard to hit. But you kill most of that swarm. You just paint the head of them all with squash centipedes. Still about
Such
7
a better
big
barbarian.
So my next attack is going to go into the kobold, and I'm going to just do a normal maul attack with Reckless.
And once you go recklessly, it's going to be reckless for the rest of your attacks for that turn. You can't switch it up. That hits. And you just swing this giant maul around again. You kind of almost miss him, but you just catch him enough to just snap his neck. He's dead.
Okay. And with my bonus attack, I will hit the swarm again with Great Weapon Master. And that will not hit.
Yeah. There's not that many left, and it's with such powerful blows, it's hard not to hit Orion, so you just kind of miss everything.
Okay, and that is the... Well, actually, I have 5 more feet of movement, so I will go behind the... Or actually... Yeah, I'll stay where I was. And enter.
Brent.
Right. So, yeah, attacking the centipedes with a crossbow bolt won't really do much, I guess. So I'll try to move around them. So like, that's 15 feet, and then 20. I'll go behind the defender, and I can see the kobolds now, right? So I'll shoot one of them.
There's 3 kobolds huddled in this cave.
Yeah, I'll just go for the first one.
Okay, he's gonna have 3/4 cover. It's a bit of a wall in his way.
Okay, so any others going to have less cover that I can see?
No, they're all gonna have 3/4 because of this section of the wall, basically.
Okay.
And that actually protects him. The crossbow bolt hits the wall.
That's a shame. That's it, I guess. Yeah.
Orion.
Same thing. I'll recklessly try to eat them.
That hits, and you just gobble up 5 in one bite, and there's just a couple left in that swarm.
And then I'll make an attack with my rapier for the next one.
Now you just shake the final couple of centipedes off of you, and then just impale them on the tip of your rapier. Shish kebab.
All right. And then I'll... What is this thing right here?
It's this, it's like a wooden contraption. It's got stone spikes on it, 4 long stone spikes, and it's like a barricade almost. And it has wheels.
Can I go over and push it?
All right. It would be an action to do that.
Okay. I'll end there.
All right. These kobolds in this cave run. Gah! And all right, one of them runs around the corner here and dashes up to here. Another one dashes. I'm just checking something. And another one's gonna disengage from Still Defender. And they start booking it like down this track. And they start yelling out, Tinga! Tinga! Tinga!
If me being a kobold at start of this whole shenanigans meaning danger.
Yazo.
Oh man, I'm gonna try and push it. I know it's not gonna work, but it's too good to be true.
Alright, when you interfere with this thing, it's like this thing is rigged. And there are actually some like ropes attached to this thing, cleverly hidden in the walls, and you've just activated the trap, Yazo. This thing just goes flying. Roll me 3d6, please, Yazo. You've just sprung a trap. Thankfully for you, it's sprung into these kobolds. And that thing just goes flying, just sticks these kobolds straight into the wall, impaling them straight through their faces and bodies. They're dead.
Sorry, Ryan. I just, these look good.
The other kobold that's like running towards that direction just screams. And yeah, there's one left. Jasmine.
Yeah, I walk around the corner and yeah, take a shot at it.
He's got half cover, and that is a hit. And I'll presume you move your hunter's mark.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me give you concentration for that too. And you kill that kobold. Finish him off. Gonna break
Well,
initiative.
seems that he's running, so I just aim for the back of the head and it'll come out of his snout.
He was actually running towards you. They were running in this direction. He wasn't running.
I shoot it in the snout then and it'll exit out of the back of his head.
You got him. He's dead. Alright, kobolds have been dealt with.
Everyone okay?
Yep, I'm fine. This was easy.
Yep, I'm good. I'm gonna start searching the room to see if there's anything helpful in here. Pretty much in these crates, I guess.
Alright, I'm going to tally up the experience, including the other two kobold that you killed earlier. And a little bit of experience. They're kind of pretty weak, the kobolds. Alright, at the end of the fight, the raging barbarians calm down a bit. And when the heat of combat subsides, here's the heights. So, I mean, you're about 150 feet still above the bottom of the mine shaft. Or a bit less, actually, about 120. Anyway, 125. Yeah, when the heat of battle has calmed down, you guys can actually hear... it sounds like first you think it's rain. Then you realize it's the sound of flowing water. Like a waterfall.
There's water in here?
Well, I did remember you saying that either the albino dwarves or this is where the majority of the mining happens.
It's pretty loud, this waterfall. It's like a roaring, like blocks out a lot of other sounds. But you don't have to yell at each other to talk. All right.
Direction.
So
practically
Okay.
near Orion, so only Orion would have heard that.
There you go. It's not that loud. Everyone can hear it. Everyone can
Okay,
hear
yeah.
each other. You don't have to yell at each other to speak, as I just said. So, all right. So, all right. Go check in the crates. The crates are just filled full of sharpened stones, some tools that the kobolds use, and it looks like some food, some roasted bats, some roasted lizards, and some roasted rats that have been smoked, stored here. It's very Spartan. Like their weapons are very crude. They have little bits of metal and glass and wood and things like that. The barrel's got some water in it. There's just like an empty cage here, probably for keeping some of these little pets that the kobolds have.
What about the inventors or the actual kobolds themselves? Do they have anything of use on them, like potions or anything?
The bodies of the inventors, yeah, they've got they have several things. They have a vial of green liquid, a vial of red liquid, a cane basket, a clay pot, a scorpion on a stick, a skunk in a cage, and a bag with something buzzing in it.
Okay, so for the bottles, I'm going to ask Millhouse if he might know what these are, because I'm thinking that since they're inventive, there might be alchemy.
Oh yeah, he knows. Acid and alchemist fire.
Okay, so this actually might come in use for fighting the dragon.
So this is what acid does. It's like an improvised weapon, ranged attack, and does 2d6 acid damage. Alchemist fire, similar. When it's exposed to air, it catches on fire.
Yeah, that alchemist fire will be perfect for fighting the red dragon.
Of course. It will teach him a very valuable lesson not to play with fire.
So yeah, there's 2 acid and 2 alchemist fire available. Who wants those? It's an improvised weapon attack, so basically it's a dexterity check to use it. So not the most effective weapon, but if you hit, it could do some decent damage. You can catch a creature on fire, and they keep on burning every round.
So I would say possibly either Yazo or Ryan, because I believe they're very dexterous.
I'd say Jasmine, but she needs revenge.
Brendan said he wants one.
Yeah, I could take one.
Okay.
Do you want to take one of each?
It seems that he knows what to do with this sort of stuff, so...
Do you want one of each, Bryn? One acid, one alchemist fire.
Yeah, sure. It depends on who wants something. I mean, we have 4 of them, so we could split them up. I'll take
all
an
yours,
acid
man.
one.
Yeah, you're the elf.
Bryn's
Don't
be
taking an
racist,
acid.
hold up.
Who wants the other
I'm only
acid?
half elf.
All right,
I'll
if
take
no
it.
one else take it. Okay, okay, good, okay. No, you
go
take
for
it.
No, please,
I don't want
you
it.
have it.
One acid for Bryn, one acid for Arzo. Add them to your character sheets. And what about the alchemist fire? This is the one that burns things every round.
I'll take one.
Alright, one alchemist fire for Orion, and who wants the other alchemist fire?
Let somebody else have it.
Maybe Bryn then. Bryn, you take it.
What
Yeah.
else did they have on them? Besides the 2 bottles of alchemist and acid.
One of them has a cane basket with some centipedes crawling out of it.
That doesn't seem like we'll be able to use.
One of them has this 2 clay pots.
I'm gonna look inside the clay. Well, I'm gonna ask. I'll look inside the clay pot and then I'll ask Millhouse what this might be.
Alright, inside there's like these squirming maggots, and one of the maggots just like hisses at you, and it tries to bite you. They're
I'm gonna close the pot back up.
we'll see. We'll see if you're quick enough. We're gonna roll initiative. This is what they look like. Like, they look like maggots, and they open their mouths and they got these sharp maws filled full of teeth.
Oh yeah, I fought these in a campaign a year ago.
Alright, swarm of rot grubs, and yeah, they're actually basically in your space soul rack. You've opened them up, and they're quite vicious things. So, Bryn, you're up first.
Right. So what did you touch now? Okay, I'll see. What can I do?
Have they gotten out of the pot yet? Or?
Inspire Solrak to do well on this, and good luck, I say.
These
Right.
Okay, yeah, these grubs, so like they're just kind of squirming around in the pot, and then they just start to ooze forward like rancid milk, like just oozing up, like someone squeezed a bladder and this weird whitish pus has emerged. So
I'll back up then.
They seem just very pleasant.
Right, there, man.
And oh yeah, that curdled milk that I described also has teeth.
That was the best reaction.
Yeah.
There's a fair few of them as well, about 20 of them. And oh, you'll be done there, Bryn. Did you take an action actually?
No, Bardic Inspiration is in bonus action, and I moved, so I could try to shoot them, maybe? I don't know. Would that work?
Yeah, you can attack them.
Okay.
And that hits. You just shoot through this weird pussy mess and kind of splatters a little bit. Kill a few of them.
Cool. Then that ends my turn.
Yazo.
Okay, so here we go.
That hits. Alright, you stab through them. It's kind of hard to stab them. Oh, you get a sneak attack there as well. Oh, you kill 8 of them. And then the fire flares up, and 11 points of damage in total with their resistance. The fire actually burns away these grubs quite well.
And the Millhouse enhancement, does that do anything?
Oh no. It's not they're not resistant because they're magical creatures. They're just resistant because they're a swarm.
Okay.
So they're hard to hit.
So I'll disengage.
Like, there's like a good 20 of them in the swarm. So when you swing, you can only get so many of them.
Yeah, I'll go there.
Okay, the sound of the waterfall starts to subside a little bit up in this tunnel. Orion.
Well, I kind of want to see how much damage they do to Soul Rack, right? Because then we'd see what they do to the dragon if we were to use them. But I'll run forward and I'll stab them with my sword.
I think you're gonna have to destroy them, unfortunately.
That hits.
Whoops. Oh, cool.
Yeah, they just stab into this big pussy mixture of grubs and kill a few more. And you finish them off, destroying them before they can hurt Soul Rack. Before they can burrow into his eye socket, into his brain. Good job.
Dang.
Okay, so I before I open the other jug, I'm going to shake it to hear if there's anything alive inside.
Make a perception check. And for that fight, you guys get massive XP. It's pretty heavy Soul Rack, and feels like there's some sort of liquid in there, maybe.
As on the fish that was cooking on the fire. I'll just take off and enjoy it.
So I will
Okay.
hand it over to Millhouse and tell him there seems to be some liquid in here. I don't know what it is. You might want to check it.
You're not giving me a lot to go off here.
Well, I can only tell you what I heard.
Jasmine, you start eating some of this lizard on a stick, and you know what? It's not bad. It's actually kind of nice to have some hot food instead of just eating like trail rations all the time. Kind of tastes like chicken.
I'll open the
Well-
pot.
Okay.
If a girl's gonna die, she might as well eat like a queen, eh?
Is that your last supper, Jasmine? Lizard on a stick.
Who knows? Who would know?
All right.
I'll go pick up some bolts that I used.
Sure. All right, Millhouse, you open the pot up, and it's full of a green slime, and it literally leaps out of the pot onto you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Not again.
Good job, guys.
It's like it's almost alive. It just you jump to the side and it splatters onto the wall, like onto this wall, and just clings there.
No.
And you need to move away from it, otherwise it's gonna leap on you again. You get the feeling.
Yeah. I'll move away from it. Well,
I
that's
will
what
also
we're
move
gonna-
away.
The mystery is solved.
So now we know when
I will
we,
move
when
back
we find
again.
another one.
How about we just go kill a dragon and stop fucking with kobold stuff?
Well, this could help us, with the dragon. There's another inventor over here, so now we know what it does. So
You
we can just
you don't
throw
want to
stuff.
stand there either, Millhouse, because this thing can leap like a good 5 feet. It will leap at you if you go near it again. Green slime.
Well-
It's not like an ooze. It's like a living fungus basically. It's not really sentient or anything.
I bet it would taste like pudding.
Why don't you give it a taste?
I really
Let's
want
get
to.
going, guys.
But there's other stuff
Right.
that the kobolds have. There's a bag that is buzzing. You also make a
Nope.
dexterity save. You just move by the green slime to get in that cave. You
I was
dodge it,
really hoping you'd fail.
and you jump by, and it like leaps from one wall to the other.
Okay, so let's head out of here. Well,
Right,
did
as
the
you
other
guys
inventor
move
have
out-
the same things, or
You look across the mine, and there are more kobolds. Now, these kobolds, they're these little reptilian humanoids. They're huddled in a cave. They've definitely witnessed this fight, but they're very cowardly. But these ones, they actually have wings, like dragons.
see, now I want one.
Can I shoot one?
Sure. I'll roll initiative. They don't look like they're going to make the first move, but when you do point, like when you knock an arrow, draw back and aim it at one of the kobolds, they do react. Now we'll roll initiative, and let me roll these guys into initiative 2. Okay. They're all going to have separate initiative order. Alright, so Millhouse, you're up.
All these people here. I'm gonna take. I know that we got problems ahead of us, but I'm gonna take a quick peek over the edge to see if I can see a dragon.
Looking down, Millhouse, basically darkness. I mean, there's a little bit of still light kind of filtering down. It doesn't really reach down this deep that well from, the ceiling, good 150 feet above you. You can vaguely see like a minecart track. And what you can hear is a roaring waterfall, and you can can actually probably see. Waterfall is over here. You can probably see a little bit of it.
That is a good question. Can we see Avon?
No. It's too dark. I mean, he would have fallen around here somewhere, but it's very dark down here.
Alright, firebolt against. My thing's not coming up, but it's against the one on the left.
Okay. And when Avon's name is mentioned, Millhouse, it just causes you to flinch, and the guilt causes you to miss.
Now Doggo is gonna move up.
The guilt of murdering him causes you to miss.
And he'll just dodge.
Great.
So I'll move over here. Can I? I would like to shoot one of the winged kobolds. I'm not sure if I can see them.
Which one?
It's probably
one of these
the-
guys?
Well, that one maybe. Yeah, one of these two.
Yeah, 3/4 cover. This is the only one that, from where you're standing, that would have line of sight. Oh.
I'll shoot the one that's in line of sight then.
Okay.
Of
Both
course.
of them would have 3/4 cover.
Okay. Well, here we go.
And
But it's not working.
the bolt hits this column of rock.
Well, I tried.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Um,
tricky angle.
Yeah. So how far am I away from them? Wait, I can see that myself, right?
Yeah. There's a measuring tool you can use. They're 65 feet.
Okay, that's just a little bit too much then. But I still have some movement, so I could step one step forward, right? Oh, wait, that's...
I think. How long does your mantle last for? Is it at 1 minute? Mantle. majesty?
Yeah, I can only do that once, right? Okay, so I cannot use
Can
it.
you? Once? Or is it like charisma
Sure.
modifier?
Let me see.
It would have expired from the previous
Once you
fire.
use this feature, yeah, you can use it again until you finish your long rest. So, yeah, I cannot do that. So, let's see if I can. No, wait, that's all not the bonus section. I think that's just it.
Alright. Wing kobolds start to scream and they start to emerge from the cave when they realize they're under attack. Beating these draconian wings quite forcefully. One of them starts to fly over and just has like a large boulder in its hand. The boulder's kind of weighing it down. It's beating these wings very, very quickly. They're like leathery wings. And yeah, it looks like it's going to fly over and drop a rock on you guys. It will be 20 feet above where you guys are standing. And it gets about that far. Jasmine.
Yeah, I'll just move to there and then see this one flying along and take a couple of shots at it.
When you look up there, Jasmine, you notice something as well. With your perception, passive perception. There's actually a, what looks like a, let me fix up the dynamic lighting a little bit actually. Because there's a ledge, alright, there's a ledge over here. Alright. And there's a rope. And an iron ring. So there's an iron ring attached to the central column in this cave. And a rope attached to here, attached to the ring, going up onto this ledge. Anyway, make your attack. That's just something you passively noticed. And it's a miss. That hits. And you almost take that kobold out. It just managed to avoid the arrow to the neck. And it swoops out of the way of that one, kind of brings out this big boulder to block that arrow. Soul Rack.
Sorry about that. I'm going to shoot at this cobalt that's flying with the rock.
That is a miss. He uses the boulder to block the arrow.
So I will use my second shot to try to shoot him down again.
And
that will probably miss.
Yeah, the arrow just snaps. Dodgy arrow.
And
Another kobold starts flying really quickly towards you guys, taking a dash action. Got a big boulder in his hand, and he's going to be 20 feet above you guys too. And all of these kobolds are doing the same thing. Presume that they're 20 feet up and just flying quickly towards you. And here comes another one. There's quite a few of them spilling out from the cave now. Alright, this one flies up here. Near this rope. Yazo.
Okay, so... Can I toll the dead on the injured one, or is it too far away?
Yeah, we got plenty of range. It's only 40 feet.
Okay.
Toll the dead is 60.
Cool.
His wings just basically wither, and the rock drags him down as his flesh also deteriorates, and he just disappears below. Real loud thump. Another kobold rushes forward, flying with this massive boulder in its hand, coming towards you guys. And this one flies here, 20 feet above you guys. It basically hovers over the top of you. Orion.
With my bow, I'll shoot the one right here. Twice.
And he's dead. Headshot.
Second shot, I'll shoot the one directly above us. That was the wrong button.
That misses. These guys have these giant boulders blocking attacks, and the arrow just hits the boulder.
And then I'll use my interact with object to pull up my rapier.
Okay.
I didn't bonus action to shift, by the way. That was just a wrong button.
Okay. Another kobold hurries along, and he's going to be flying above the still defender with a rock. Millhouse.
Alright,
Which one? Sorry, I missed the ping.
that one.
Yeah, he's gone. Incinerated. The boulder hits the ground and bounces off into the darkness below.
it for me. Doggo. That. And yeah, he'll just dodge.
Brent.
So I'll, because it looks funny, stick out my tongue and cast Touch the Hideous Laughter at this one.
Okay.
It's like a wisdom save.
Go for it. He looks at you and and that makes him fall prone, so that makes him fall down, and like his wings basically stop working, and he's carrying a massive boulder in his hand, so pretty sure he did not survive that fall. And yeah, you feel that you're no longer concentrating, Bryn.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think I'll do anything with a bonus action, and I don't see any reason to move, so that's it. End of turn.
His like screams, they're kind of almost blocked a little bit by the sound of this roaring waterfall as well. So it's like, and you barely hear the thump of him falling.
Yeah, so at this one.
Miss. And another miss. Interposes this massive rock and blocks the arrows flying towards him. Solrak.
Do I still have the inspiration, by the way?
Yeah, you've got it for a few more minutes. You didn't spend too much time searching those other rooms, so 10 minutes hasn't gone by.
Okay. So I'm gonna aim at that cobalt.
Hit. And it only glances his shoulder. A small injury.
I'm gonna shoot him again with my second shot. And
Hit.
If you keep rolling this well, you don't need my inspiration.
I could have used the last round, I just didn't know. So with that, I don't think I can use I can't use the bonus action from Greater Weapon because it's only on melee attacks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be the end of my turn.
Alright, the kobolds have arrived. The legion of winged kobolds. And they start dropping rocks on you guys from above. This one will drop a rock on Millhouse. And he like just drops it off the edge. He drops it too early. And does anyone understand Draconic?
Yes.
I do not.
He just says, I swear this doesn't always happen to the other kobolds. This guy is gonna try and drop a rock at the Still Defender, disadvantage. And poof, direct hit. Drops the rock, it hits the Still Defender for 5 bludgeoning damage. And then the other one's going to fly above Bryn and do the same thing. The rock hits you for 5 bludgeoning damage. And then they are just going to be like fluttering around in that location. Yazo.
That was quite cool, so I'll go to the same thing.
I just realized they have separate initiative as well. I did all their turn at once, but which one are you? I'll just skip the next one's turn.
The one above the house.
Alright, he's going to 15.
That probably beats me.
What's your DC?
13.
Alright,
So this time I will.
he yells out,
go
"Not
for it
funny!"
and- It's probably not. And I'll do the hide.
Okay. You have to make a self check to hide.
Oh, bloody hell.
It's a stealth check, a bonus action. Alright, 10. Orion.
I'll pull up my bow once again, and I'll fire at this kobold here.
And that almost kills him.
And then I'll fire at this one.
That almost kills him too. This guy already went and dropped the rock on the steel defender. Millhouse.
The one up above me.
Incinerated. Hits the ledge and falls to the darkness below.
And the defender will just continue to dodge.
Okay, it's like chasing its tail. Brent.
I'll shoot the one that's above my head. Or I'll try to anyway.
That's a hit. You fire straight up and you take a step back. That kobold smashes down onto the wooden railing below.
End of turn.
Jasmine.
I take a couple of shots at the one above the steel defender.
That misses him. That hits. And that's not enough to kill the kobold, but he's seriously injured. Solrak.
Alright, so I'm going to try to kill that last kobold.
That hits, and you get him. He was almost dead. Take care of it.
Okay, so I will try to collect as many arrows as I can. I fired 5.
Yeah, so you get 2 back. Half rounded down. And you need to scavenge or whatever you can. There ain't any shops nearby to buy more. Alright, these kobolds are dead. For that encounter, you get some more experience, of course. And looking around, doesn't appear to be any more kobolds here. We'll take actually a 10-minute break now too. And we'll resume shortly. So I'll see you guys back soon.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, we're doing good so far.
We've taken very few hits, which is good. But I mean, they're kobolds, so.
Yeah, but the ones that are really worrisome, I guess, are those inventor ones because they have tons of little things they can do.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't come up against a real threat yet. We haven't been whittled down too much.
Well, it would be bad if we were whittled down if we're going to fight a dragon at the end.
I mean, I'm expecting that.
I don't expect it too whittled.
If it keeps going like this, I think we'll be okay. I'm just afraid we're going to get like an actual encounter here in a second.
Yeah, and then we meet the dragon, right?
Yeah.
Well, the only thing that seemed like a real challenge were the specters.
Yeah, and they weirdly
Agreed.
didn't come out.
I think
Yeah,
we
and
would have
hopefully
actually
stay
gone
safe.
inside the rooms.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens next.
hmm We actually have a decent amount of healing.
Do we?
I have like 5 things that can heal people.
I have 0.
should
I have
probably give
healing
you one of
word,
those.
but that doesn't do much.
It gets somebody up.
That's
That's
true.
big.
Yeah.
Man, if we can pull this off, if we can do this dragon, I think we're gonna be set on everything except time. We might get some items from the horde. The XP boost will be fantastic.
Well, time-wise, I improved our time-wise.
Also,
We now move 2 squares at normal and 4 squares at accelerated
how do you do that?
with my barbarian ability.
That's amazing.
Let me.
So we
Aspect of
all
the
do
beast
that,
elk.
or just you?
Everybody.
I have never seen the elk aspect used in a game before, and this is the perfect campaign for it. Way to be, man.
Yep.
All right, Bird.
How many levels are there to this mine again? Can you tell us?
I don't know. But it went down 75 feet, and I think it was still 175 up, so like another 2 levels maybe? Maybe 3?
Well, it went down 75 from the top, and another 75, I guess, by the bottom. So that's 150. If it was, what was it, 250 up?
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, maybe another floor or so, maybe a floor and a half, or a floor and a landing.
Yeah, of course, if they're all the same height. That doesn't have to be, of course.
True. So, hopefully we find some treasure in here that will, I guess, boost our gear a bit, because I don't think a lot of us have gear.
We will find treasure.
Well, we found 1 piece of armor, so I'm hoping there's a few more.
Yeah. Well, if there's a dragon, there's probably a horde, right?
Yeah, but I'm hoping it's more than just coins, because coins is good
enough.
and all, but if we can't go anywhere to buy stuff, then it's kind of useless.
True.
Let's say we find coin and we take another side trip to the White Dwarves thing, since supposedly they make armor. But I think they had issues as well with their mine or something.
Yeah, we could try that, but of course, time is a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
They might be very friendly to us if we help get their partnership with this mine up and running again.
Yeah, but I think they had issues of their own because my character doesn't know this, but out of character, we had another dwarf with us, another guide, which was a white dwarf, and I think he needed us. He was gonna take us to the jungle for free if we helped him with something, but I forgot what it was.
Right. Well, that one was honest anyway.
Well, this one told us he would help us as well if we took him to the jungle, but we told him that we would do it afterwards, but he just tried to lead us directly to the place instead.
Yep. Okay. Right.
Oh, Orion wasn't. I'm not sure if he was with you or not, but Dragonbait was with you, I think, or he might be lost in the jungle again.
I don't know. That's up to Seb. I wish he was here. He could probably solo the dragon.
I thought he said he was with you in the last game, but I'm not 100% sure.
We'll ask him when he gets back, but I wouldn't count on it.
Nope. Otherwise he would have been here, right?
Yeah.
I think we forgot about him. Like we forgot to bring him up.
Do you really
so
think he
that's
could
probably-
solo a dragon?
No, but I do think he's super powerful. He has a holy avenger, right?
Okay.
Yeah, he would be a huge help.
Yeah, it's pretty hectic to think that Jasmine is now in the same boat as Sandra Sylvain.
How much HP is your max right now?
21?
Oof. Buddy.
Big oof.
So yeah, you really have to go from a distance, because if you get anywhere near, you can get one-shotted.
You know, the cynical
Is that
call here
after-
is... Go ahead.
After or before leveling up? The hit point total.
Well, if he's saying it's right now, it's 21, so that would be after the level.
Oof.
Bigger oof.
The cynical thing to do is to throw that Zalcori's poison on Jasmine.
Haven's body?
Well, on Jasmine, because Jasmine is probably going to die.
I don't think she wants to die, though.
It's not a thing of want, it's just like, it probably is going to happen. I don't see a way that Jasmine gets out of this.
So just in case you want her to hold, well, the thing is, if she's fighting from a distance, the dragon really isn't going to eat her. It's going to do a breath weapon and probably get her with a breath weapon.
Jeez. There's a good chance we're going to TPK against this thing.
Probably. Depends how old the dragon is.
But that's practically like making a deal with the devil with Jasmine's situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would depend on how old the dragon is. Because if it's a wormling, I think we have a possibility.
A wormling, that would not be a challenge.
What would? challenge. Well, I think a wormling would be a bit of a challenge. Anything
What?
above a wormling would be.
No, a level 1s can take on wormlings.
It depends about the color, but yeah, their CR is pretty low.
I reckon young adult or young dragon. I mean,
A young
we can
dragon
take.
might wipe us.
Yeah, I think a young
I
dragon
reckon
might
we
wipe
can
us.
take a young dragon.
Aren't red dragons more powerful than the others?
I
The
don't
red
think so.
are one of the strongest actually.
Yeah.
It goes gold, red, blue. I think green is next. I think white is the weakest.
This is gonna suck.
Yeah, what if dragon
It-
would be a big help?
Yeah, I think we need dragon bait.
Yeah. A young red dragon has a challenge rating of 10. So,
Hey guys,
Hey, Seth.
Yo.
are you looking up a dragon
By the way,
stats?
No, we were just kind of.
We're discussing the types of dragons and their category of strength. I think
Alright,
it
if
goes
you,
with gold, red.
Want to metagame and look up his challenge rating, then I'll be happy to give it a big buff.
By the way, Seb, did Orion find dragon bait when he was on the beach? Because I think you said last game he was with him, or I'm not sure.
They were missing. They were both missing, so I mean, do you have some way to tell who Orion's with when you don't?
I
you're not
have
with
no
him?
idea.
That's funny.
Yeah, he did not see dragon bait.
Does he smell like ham? Is the question.
He didn't. No sign of dragon bait anywhere. Didn't find him. All right, so these winged kobolds have been defeated, and you can hear the sound of that waterfall. It's pretty damn loud from where you're standing.
You want to go see what's in this little alcove that they were coming out of?
Let's do it.
I mean, we
Looks
literally
like a
make
bigger
a
room.
What's up?
we're making it like a pretend dragon bait, aren't we, at the bottom?
That's funny.
Okay, there's some crates here. We can see if there's anything in them.
All right, you
Go for
guys move up, and you see a couple of caves. There's some barrels and some crates. Sconces in walls, flickering with fire. That waterfall is literally like right here as well. It is spilling out through what looks like a tunnel, like an underground river or something. And it's flowing down against the wall, flush against the wall here, Orion, and down into the darkness below.
I'm gonna start searching to see if there's anything useful in these crates and barrels.
The crates are covered in dust, and the lids look like they've been pried open already. Inside, there's just some provisions for mining. A couple of pickaxes, some helmets,
Hey, dynamite?
some chainmail aprons as well, and some hefty looking leather gloves. There's no such thing as dynamite in D&D, well, in this world at least. And yeah, you're about 100 feet from the ground, if you had to guess.
Let's keep going.
Yep.
There's another dead end here, and you continue along the minecart track. It continues sloping downwards, and there is a minecart here.
Should we check behind the waterfall?
There's always something in a video game behind the waterfall.
Right, that's good.
Can
If
we
this
get to
was
the
a
waterfall
video
from
game-
this ledge?
You could try to climb up there.
Maybe don't.
it's like a big churning body of
Fine.
water spilling off the edge about 20 feet above you, spilling down, hugging the wall, and it's coming from what looks like some sort of underground river, a narrow submerged tunnel.
Well, if anything, we have a place to replenish our water for the night.
Yeah, I wouldn't really drink water that, in all likelihood, has fat droppings in it. But you do you.
Better than dehydrating.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, is it really?
Well, all you have to really do is boil it. You get a pot, you get fire, and you boil it.
Seb, can we look to the lower level from here? Like, before continuing down, we look across and see if there's anything in the next circle down.
Even with dark vision, where you're standing, Orion, you actually can see pretty clearly the bottom now, because you're 50 feet above the bottom. Looking out, you can see skeletons. Dozens of charred skeletons all over the floor.
Any of them look like Avon?
They look like dwarf skeletons. You can tell from their wide heads. I mean, the bones look, like they've been here for a long time, covered with calcium deposits. But a few of them look a bit fresher as well. And they're just charred bones. And this continues on further down.
Is anything moving down there? Maybe a glint of red scales?
You can make a perception check. It's going to be hard to hear anything because of this waterfall. And there's nothing moving down here. There's like a bit of a stream built up. You can kind of vaguely see it on this map, this level actually. There's a track that continues along, kind of seems to split off down here. Streams over here, below Millhouse, sorry.
Alright, so let's keep going down.
This is just like a tunnel. Continues on through a tunnel. You want to head further down?
Yep.
Okay. Down you go, Orion. Solrax behind him. And up ahead, the minecart track splits. There's a tunnel off to your left as well. The track splits to the north.
Okay, I'll go down as well then.
Left is law.
You guys head down, and yeah, this waterfall is loud. It is just roaring down here.
Did Hugh tell us how many levels this mine was?
Oh, you're at the bottom. You can see the ground now.
Okay.
Up ahead, there's a very large cave. This cave looks out over an even bigger cave. And there's a ledge 25 feet above the cave below you. And hanging from pegs at the back of this overlook, over here are these wooden masks hanging on the walls and some capes. They're made of scaly dinosaur hide that's dyed bright red. And looking down into the cave, there's a kobold standing here. Two of them, actually. One of them's way at the back, and you can vaguely see the outline of them with your dark vision. This is the first kobold that actually has some armor. He has this armor made of stone and leather, and he carries a shield in his hand. And he also has a spear. He looks like a guard. And he's guarding an enormous pile of treasure. We're talking maybe 100,000 mixed coins here. Some other items poking in and out of the gold. And I'll have everyone who can see that pile of gold make a perception check.
Did anybody else hear him say item? I heard him say item.
I heard item.
And you guys have to yell at each other to speak now. That waterfall is really loud.
I have a possibility.
Okay.
That matters.
Yeah, there's some eyes looking at you from amid the pile of treasure. Let's roll initiative.
There are some eyes.
Yeah, a set of eyes, some red scales, and some wings. And
The dragon.
rising up from the pile of treasure, coins rolling off of its wings and body is a red dragon. And it's big. It's bigger than what you would have expected.
It's not.
It just roars, and clouds of smoke start to come out of its nose. Fire puffs out of its mouth, and it goes first.
Oh, this is the
crap.
worst thing that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we're screwed.
Oh no.
Okay, you guys are all grouped up nicely. So,
Well, good game, gents.
this dragon does not look happy to see you guys.
It might not have its flame breath. We don't know that it has its flame breath.
As you take a look at this red dragon's face, this may be the last face that some of you ever see.
Okay, Jasmine.
The
Most of us.
odor of sulphur starts to fill the air. The scent of pumice invades your nostrils. The dragon's horns are swept back behind its head. It has a spinal frill defining its silhouette. It has a beaked snout that vents smoke. Its eyes look excited, dancing with flickering flames. And that means it's angry. Its wings spread out. It has a 25-foot wingspan. And it has these little blue-black tints along the edge of its wings that resembles metal burned by fire. Its scales are not as shiny as you would have liked either. It's the shinier the younger, more of a deeper red. And the dragon just flies up, perches itself on the top of this ledge, opens its mouth, and
crap.
it just blasts its breath weapon straight over everyone. And
Yeah. Talking out of character, if it manages to recharge, he'll do it again.
everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Danger sense, so advantage.
Well, I'm probably gonna fail.
18, yes.
Yeah, me too.
I'm hoping that passes.
And
Let's just hope it's not 42 or more.
still defender. I see Millhouse already absorbing elements.
The house is ready.
Do you want me to roll for still defender?
Ah, sorry, I forgot about still defender.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate this the combat has unfolded this way. Bryn, you're hit for 52 points of fire damage. Yarzo,
I'm out.
you're hit for... Do you have evasion yet, Yarzo, or is that 7th level?
No, that's later.
Alright, you succeed and take 26 points of fire damage. Solrak, you succeed and take 26 points of fire damage.
So
Millhouse.
that takes off my.
You fail and take 26 points of fire damage as you use your reaction to try and absorb some of this fire. Orion, your danger sense kicks in. You make the saving throw, you take 26 points of fire damage. And, well, who's got that loud music coming from? Sorry, Raven, can you mute your mic, please? Thank you. Jasmine, you succeed the saving throw, taking 26 points of fire damage.
Well, down.
And the Still Defender is incinerated. The dragon then leaps back, spreading its wings out. It stays flying over the top of its horde, 25 feet above the ground. Orion.
Okay.
That wasn't as bad as what it could have been, so
Yeah.
there is still hope.
Does Bryn look charred and crispy, or as though he's making death saving throws?
He's not dead. He's just hit the ground as that fire exploded over him, and he's not incinerated.
Okay. I will run over to Bryn. I'm 5 feet here. I'll use, I don't know how to pronounce it, the Keatom's Ointment.
Yeah, Kegatom's Ointment.
To give him 2d8 plus 2 hit points. I'll roll those for you. So that's to Bryn. I'll use my bonus action to rage. And then I'm gonna hide behind the corner. I'm gonna go back here.
Alright, this kobold with the armor and the shield, it hisses at you guys. And it's just going to throw a spear up at Yazo. And Yazo, you got 3/4 cover because that's a 25-foot ledge. It's going to move up so it gets in range at least. Actually, it's not even going to be able to. Disadvantage as well. It just launches the most feeble attack. It misses. Jasmine, make a death saving throw.
There's your answer.
Remember the DC is 15. Yeah, she's not incinerated either. That's one failure. Bryn, you can use half your movement speed to stand up.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll use my bonus action healing word on Jasmine. I'll do it at second level, I guess. I can see. Yep. Second level. Let's go. And then I'll try to get out of this tunnel as well. I think I can reach here, right? With half my movement.
If you move through someone else, it's difficult terrain, so that would have been 30 feet from where you are here. With,
and I use the bonus action so I could dash, right?
Yeah, you can take a dash action.
I'll do that. I want to get out of here. Far enough. Maybe one further. Give other people room too.
You can go further if you want. You're still kind of blocking the tunnel if you want to give people more room.
Right. So I'll go here. Somewhere like that. Yeah. Okay. That's it.
There's that other kobold that was behind the dragon. Kind of. It doesn't do anything. It's not coming in at you guys or anything like that. Yazo.
So this potion thing, I got to throw at it. How close have I got to be?
The acid.
Yes.
It has a range of 20 feet.
Alright.
You can throw it up to 20 feet.
Are we attacking this, or are we running?
Attack it.
Okay. There. So I'm gonna go 5. I guess I have to jump that one.
Let me see. Well, that's a 25-foot drop.
Yeah, I know.
So you're jumping off a cliff, basically.
25 foot. That's not too bad, though, is it?
That's like 2.5 stories. Like jumping off the roof of a 2.5-story building. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, not that
How-
bad.
I was looking at it, like jumping
Okay.
off of a 2-story building and then jumping and flopping onto the ground.
Yeah, you're going to get hurt and fall prone if you do that.
It's okay. So I can't throw it.
From where you're standing, yeah, you wouldn't be able. Like, if you go off there, then that's down.
Okay. I'll mage hands over and smash him on the head with it.
You're casting Mage Hand.
Yeah.
All right, casting Mage Hand is an action.
And I'll put it in the mage hand and I'll start moving it over.
You can't do that. Casting Mage Hand is an action.
Okay. So I'll do that.
All right, you cast Mage Hand for your action.
Mhm.
Okay. Where would you want to cast it? Next to you?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, cast Mage Hand. It appears next to you.
Can I at least pass the potion to it?
Yeah. It can't attack. Mage Hand
Yeah, I know.
can't attack. That would be attacking.
I just got to pour it. I just got to pour it over the top of its head, there, haven't I?
You can read the description. It says you have to make an attack.
Oh.
You make
okay.
a ranged attack. The Mage Hand cannot attack. So
Alright,
Mage
we'll
Hand
forget the
can't
Mage
do
Hand
that. Okay, so what do you want to do for your action? I would recommend doing something efficient. This dragon's going
Okay.
to
I
swiftly
just have
kill
to toll
everyone.
the dead on it. That's all I can do.
Hey.
Just toll it.
Okay,
I don't have the sneaky bit.
it succeeds the saving throw.
Get it
Yeah.
out of here then.
Millhouse.
Oh, right. Let's see how much movement I can get. I can't see him over there. Right. I'll move here. I'll slap a heroism and soul rack. But my little gnomish body can't really jump down that far, so that's blocked off. Okay, we'll investigate over here.
Soul Rack. You gain temporary hit points at the start of your turn from the heroism.
How many?
4.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab Jasmine,
Alright, you
and I'm
can
going to start.
use your action to grapple Jasmine. When you move with
Yep.
Jasmine, your movement speed is cut in half.
Yep, but I got to get her out of there because the dragon's going to go before her, and yeah. So let's see here. That's 5, 10.
I think you're going to be able to only get here. It'll be like 10, 20, and then to move through Millhouse's Orion would be another 20. So yeah, that's the
Well,
closest you're going to get.
yeah, I'm going to move here, and I'm going to put her in that square.
Okay. Alright, you're all nice and
And-
grouped up again.
I will move there and start raging.
Okay. You're out of movement. You just used
Okay.
40. So you'll be here. That costs you 40 feet.
Slightly close my feet.
You guys are very lucky. Very, very lucky.
Yeah.
Because the dragon's not going to just wipe everyone out this round. What it will do is it's just going to fly up, slam into this wall, and just scream, "Ah! Thank you for coming and providing me with some nourishment! You have entered my lair, the lair of the mighty Tindalaw. Ah, some more dwarven bones to crunch! Delightful!" And it's going to just start attacking. It's going to swing a claw at Yazo. Whoosh.
I think I can shield it with my half plate now.
Alright, you cast shield. You block the claw attack.
The damage was a lot lower than I was expecting.
Yeah. Same.
As long as it never rolls a 5 or a 6, we're golden.
It's gonna claw at Yazo again. As it's like smashed into this wall, it just scratches against your shield, and then opens its mouth and tries to bite Solrak. Fire comes out of its mouth as it tries to bite. And it chomps onto Solrak for 8 points of damage. 7 piercing and 1 fire. And the dragon looks like it could fit through this tunnel, but it just perches here and starts snapping its mouth and scratching. And luckily it did not get its breath weapon back, because that might have been the end of this story.
It's in melee. Now's the time,
For
fellas.
Ryan.
Alright, here we go. I will first yell, "Everyone get the fuck out of the tunnel if your name is not Solrak or Ryan." And can I fit in here?
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. I will shift as bonus action for some sweet temp HP. And then I will open up. I'm going to recklessly attack with the rapier.
Alright, you run up, face this dragon. It stands almost 15 feet tall. It's like its head is like its horns are almost touching the roof, really, as it's perched up, and it's got it like its neck exposed to you. But other than that, it's just thick, hard dragon scale.
Alright. With a yell.
And you hit that thick, hard dragon scale. Yes. That hits. Do you have the 3d6 in there? Yeah, you got it in there. 25 damage, not bad. The dragon screams. A bit of blood spurts out. A couple of red scales shaved off of the dragon's neck.
And I'll yell again, "Everybody get out of here!" And that's what I got.
The other kobold is just jumping up and down and guarding the horde. It's not about to try and make that climb up the cliff or anything, so I'm going to take it out of the fight for now. Jasmine, how much did you get healed for, Jasmine? I think it was more than 2. It was Bryn's healing word, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I used healing word.
It was
Sure
9.
rate.
9 hit points you're on, Jasmine. You can use half your movement speed to stand up as well.
And yeah, I moved back a couple of.
Alright, as you move back, the dragon attacks. It tries to bite you. Ah! And luckily you had cover. So 15 misses you.
Ooh.
You just feel a bit of heat from...
Actually, 15 is my AC.
Yep, and you have cover. Half cover. All creatures give half cover, so that's +2 to your AC. Because Yasuo's in the way.
Yeah. Well then, take a couple of pot shots.
Somehow Jasmine is still alive. And it's a crit. Well-placed arrow straight in the dragon's neck. Yeah! It hisses again. And another crit.
Here we
Good
go,
shot.
boys.
This is when you need them. Another very good arrow into the dragon's neck. It whips its head back. Blood splatters on the walls. Tufts of smoke and fire come out of its mouth and nostrils as it retorts. Brent.
Right. So you don't have to tell me twice to get out of the corridor. I will use a healing potion and probably also a healing word to get some health back. So that's it.
Double heal.
Yeah.
Could be the difference between life and death. If you get hit with that breath weapon again.
So that's 2d4 plus 2 is a healing potion, right?
Yeah.
So that adds 9, and then it's the healing word at level 3. Let's do that.
Good heals. You're feeling a bit better now, Bryn. Those scorch marks that you took from the dragon's breath weapon have pretty much abated.
Oh, good. So I will move a bit more back just to make sure that I'm really out of the corridor and there's room for other people. And that's end of turn.
Yazo.
Yeah, so chuck this acid figure on him.
Okay, make
Come on,
a
man.
dexterity check at disadvantage. And it basically just beats its wing, knocks it off. 16 misses.
Okay.
And yeah, the dragon's already busy biting Jasmine, so you can move back.
Done.
I presume you use your bonus action to dash to get that far.
Yes.
Okay. Millhouse.
Alright, gonna move up. Gonna put Sanctuary on Orion. That's not my one. I'm just hoping if it does use its breath weapon, it has to get through that first.
Alright, you move back too. As the dragon's still busy trying to bite Jasmine. Solrak. You still have those other 10 hit points, I think? Or did you get... you lose them?
I got a 4.
Yeah, they
So
don't keep on stacking. You still have 4.
well, I lost the other 10 hit points when he did his breath weapon.
Oh.
So 4. I will move
No,
up.
you haven't been hit with the breath weapon since then.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the root ones, that's why.
Oh, you had the 10 hits from the root? Well, yeah, 10 hit points don't stack. So, whatever you had...
Yo, but Well, the 10 hit points from the root got burned off, and then I got the.
Yeah. So yeah, because at the start of every round you gain 4 temp hit points. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Because of that spell that Millhouse cast on you. But they don't keep on adding up. They just reset to 4 every round.
So do I still have the inspiration, or did it run out already?
No, it hasn't been 10. Like, you've literally just got it for like the shortest little while. It hasn't actually been 10 minutes. You guys were pretty quick to get down here.
Okay, so I'm going to do something very dangerous here. I'm going to Reckless Attack and Great Weapon Master the dragon. Hopefully I hit.
We'll remember you anyway.
Do you want to use your inspiration?
I'm thinking 18 hits, so no.
That's a hit.
Oh.
Alright, you swing them all up as the dragon's like snapping at Jasmine, and you just smack it straight in its chin, knocking the dragon's head back. Blood and scales splatter on the wall. Ah! How dare you! The dragon hisses at you.
And I tell him, I have some more for you, and I'm going to do it again. On a crit.
Yeah.
Do you want to use your inspiration?
No.
Alright, as the dragon's screaming at you, Solrak, you actually see a part of that frill on the back of its neck kind of dangling down. You grab it, and you just yank the dragon's head straight down at you. As that's happening, you quickly let go of the dragon, put both hands on the maul, swing it up around the top of your head, and directly down onto the dragon's skull, forcing the dragon's head onto the ground. You hear a loud crack, and the dragon screams. Ah! Blood is dripping down its face, rolling down onto the ground. Ah! You!
And
That's
since I
what
critted,
you.
and since I critted, I'm going to use my bonus action to hit it again. Also doing Reckless and Great Weapon.
And
I'm going to use the inspiration.
got that inspiration. 14 is a miss. The dragon leaps out of the way of that next maul swing. And just is screaming.
And that will end my turn.
You! Die! It opens its mouth and it floods that hallway with its breath weapon.
Oh shit, I'm in the way.
Doesn't it have to make a wisdom save first?
No, it's not attacking Orion, it's doing a breath weapon. It's an area of effect spell. Sanctuary doesn't work like that.
I was really hoping Sanctuary worked like that.
You may want to double check that spell description. I was gonna say it, but I didn't want to crush all your hopes and dreams.
It just says any creature who targets the water creature with an attack or a
This
harmful
spell doesn't perfect the water creature from area.
He's not
effects.
Targeting Orion.
Oh, there it is.
He's not targeting Orion. Orion just happens to be in the way.
Here we go.
Alright, so let me just check. Alright, Yazo, you're actually going to be completely shielded by it. Jasmine, you've got half cover. And Orion and like the Barbarian brothers, yeah, you've got nothing in between its face and your face. Jasmine,
Okay, so
Orion, and Solrak make a dexterity saving throw. The Barbarians get danger sense, so you guys both have advantage.
Hopefully a
Well,
16 passes.
And
If this doesn't work out in my favour, it's been nice knowing you.
it may be the end for Jasmine, not gonna lie. Probably. Alright, it floods that hallway. Yeah, so you're just around the corner, so you just see this big churning blossom of fire kind of scorch your eyebrows.
What?
Orion and Solrak just basically disappear from view for a brief moment, and Jasmine is turned into fiery ash, basically. Orion, you succeed, and you take 31 points of fire damage. Solrak, you fail, and you take 63 points of fire damage.
I take 31.
You have resistance to fire damage?
I am raging, and I have aspect of the bear, which gives me resistance to everything but psychic.
I thought you were the other totem, weren't you?
I pick one at every integral level, so at 3rd, I have bear, at 6, I have oak.
Oh, you can change
They don't
it.
have to be the same.
You change the totem?
It stacks on. So at level 3, you get the bear, and you get that aspect at level 3. Then at the level 6, you can choose another one to take instead of continuing on to bear.
Oh, so you're a bear now.
I have both.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well then, you have resistance, so you take 31 fire damage.
So
And-
with my
Yeah, Jasmine, you're completely incinerated. She's turned into a fiery corpse, unfortunately.
All you hear is a yell, see her wings pop out, then charred, and then all that's left is a charred up bow, quiver, and her equipment.
The dragon's breathing heavily. And that's not all. Millhouse and Yazo, there's something coming. Kobolds. Sounds like they're coming on a minecart up in this direction. Careening down these tracks. Orion.
Okay. Because the creature is bigger than me, can I move through its space?
Only if it's 2 sizes larger. This
Gotcha.
one is only 1 size larger.
I'll yell out, "Focus on the dragon. Maybe the kobold will get scared if we kill it." And then I will recklessly attack with the Dragon Slayer sword.
And make it a good one.
There we go. That wasn't a good one.
16 misses. And the sanctuary also goes down.
We'll try it again.
And that is a direct hit. Ah! The dragon screams as you hit it for 23 points of damage. And I hate to say this, but the dragon's not even bloodied yet.
Oh boy.
It's only got a few... I mean, apart from that big whack on the head that the mole gave it, then it's not too hurt, really. Jasmine, unfortunately, you're scorched, so you'll have to come in with your new character. But for now, we're going to continue this fight. You feel this tug, this pull at your soul as well, and instead of your soul leaving your body and heading onto the plane in which your deity or your alignment resides, it gets like violently tugged away into the soulmonger, trapped, where you can hear the tortured screams of thousands of other souls. You're in a dark place now. Ren.
I'll move up so I can see the dragon. I think I need to be able to see it to bestow a curse. No, I have to touch it. Well, maybe that's not what I want to do then.
Reconsidering your options.
Yeah, but I don't think I'll be touching the dragon. So I will do a shatter, I think. Do I need to 60 feet? I need to be in 60 feet range. So I'll move over to be able to see it. I'll step back later on anyway. But as soon as I can see it, I will cast shatter on it.
Go for it.
And I'll do that 3rd level. Yeah, I can do it at all levels.
Good shatter. You throw the shatter behind the dragon. There's an explosion of thunderous energy, a loud bang that rattles everyone's ears, and the dragon does not resist. You actually rip open its back. breaking off many scales and splitting its right wing in two, basically. The dragon screams, "Ah! How dare you!" And now the dragon's looking bloody. "I've never been injured like this! What are you people?"
So who's in front of Orion and Solrak, right? I will use a bonus action to inspire Solrak. And then I'll step back as far as I can. I'm not sure how much movement I still have.
You got 20 feet left.
Yeah, I'll go back where I was. I think that was pretty safe. And that's it.
Yazo.
Close Jasmine's eyes and put the sword on her chest. I think I'm going to shoot it with a short bow.
Okay. It's got half cover from the walls. And the arrow completely misses. Goes over the top of the dragon.
Go back to over here.
Millhouse, Yazo, and Bryn. I need you guys to make a dexterity saving throw because a minecart filled full of kobolds just comes flying straight down at you guys. Alright, of course your natural instincts will be to jump out of the way of said minecart. Alright, you're struck, Millhouse, by the minecart, and you're knocked prone, and you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Yazo, it still hits you. You're not knocked prone, but you do take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as the minecart clips you. And Bryn, you step to the side, and that minecart goes whizzing by you. And 6 kobolds, they keep on just flying down this track, and they're yelling out, "Break! Break! Break! Break!" And I got to see if the break's gonna work or not. Remember with the first one that you guys found?
Yeah.
It looked like there was a chance the break's not gonna kick in. So I'm just gonna check to see what happens for this break as well.
I hope they all go flying.
Okay. Just gonna see the chances of what this break has to fail here. And breaks for this one. Alright, they have a 50% chance of failing. So I'm going to roll D100. If it's 51 or higher, those breaks are failing. And the breaks don't fail. They manage to break, and they stop at the end of the track. They get out and roll initiative. I'll roll them in. 1 inventor and 5 little fledgling kobolds. Millhouse, you're up.
House will stand up. And you can't get too far.
Yeah, 10 to stand up, so you got 15 left.
Alright, look, you guys are doing great down there. I believe in you. Then I will dash. Up to here. I hope I won't die.
The kobolds have screeched on the brakes Luckily for them, their brakes seem to have worked, and then 6 kobolds just spilled out of this minecart, start heading towards you. Alright, Solrak, you are still standing, but you're hurting, just shrugging off all this pain. The dragon's also looking tired and injured.
I gain 4 more temporary hit points.
Yeah, 4 temp.
So I'm gonna cough up some smoke and look it in the eye and say, "Still not down yet, you overgrown lizard." I'm going to reckless attack and great weapon. That will miss. I'm not gonna use it because I think I need like a 7.
Alright, that is a miss. Swing and a miss.
And that's even worse.
And yeah, you're just hurting way too much. Just feebly take a couple of swings into the air.
And that would be the end of my turn.
Come on, charge! And that's what they do. One of them rushes you with this piece of sharpened flint. Tries to shiv you with it, Millhouse. And you hold up your shield and just say, "Begone!" And poof, the dagger bounces off. The rest spill out and they line up with their slings, and they just start peppering you with sling bullets with pack tactics. 4 sling bullets coming your way, Millhouse. And these little rocks just, they will bounce off your shield and fall to the ground. A kobold inventor takes a dash action and runs at you, dangling his secret weapon in front of him. A scorpion on a stick. Tinder is not happy. It's just going to flood its breath weapon on both of you again. Does not hesitate to use its breath weapon. And Solrak, you'll be unconscious. Orion, you'll be unconscious. Solrak, you should make a dex save. Oh no, it's not. It doesn't have a chance to kill either of you. Alright, both the barbarians hit the ground and more fire floods out through this tunnel. And Jasmine's body is incinerated. Everything that she was holding or carrying is destroyed for 50 fire damage. All of the objects are destroyed.
Yeah, but all that will be left is just the 1 silver and nearly 750 gold.
That gets melted down into a slag. Orion, make a death saving throw. It's a failure. Jasmine, unfortunately you're trapped in the soulmonger. Bryn, you're out. This dragon needs to be fought off, otherwise it's gonna get everyone. Come around the corner, you see Orion and Solrak both on the ground, smouldering, unconscious. I think it might be muted there, Bryn. Hey, Jasmine, you can feel free to move around the map if you want to take a look around anywhere, go for it.
No, I'm just moving out of the way so whoever wants to go there instead of just walking over me as difficult terrain.
I know, you don't count as difficult terrain anymore.
Yeah, because I'm practically Ash.
Right. So I will do a healing word on Orion, and I'll attack the dragon with my bow, I think.
Orion, you
bring to this.
You open your eyes, you smell like fire, Bryn. You hit it with a light crossbow. Good shot. And you hit the dragon right in the neck as well, where it's basically the only real soft part of its flesh. How dare you!
And I'll step back again, because I like the kobolds better than the dragon.
Yazo, you're up.
I'm going to feed a healing potion. So I got 2 healing potions. To Sorry. Is that 2d?
2d4 plus 2.
I'm going to dash to get away again.
The dragon is going to bite you. Get back here!
Ow!
It
where's that
snaps onto
wrist
you. Fire explodes from its maw, and you hit for 29 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm dead.
You're not dead.
Oh, so I can do my...
It's not enough to kill you instantly.
Also, I can do my reaction, can't I? That one.
Sure. Alright, you uncanny dodge, and you take the damage down to 14.
So I'm not dead.
That wouldn't have killed you anyway. It has to exceed your maximum hit points to kill you. Millhouse.
Alright. Push probably won't work. I'm just going to attack that.
Narrow miss. And you slash him for 10 damage. The inventor is badly injured, but he still has his scorpion on a stick, dangling close to you. Too close for comfort.
Yeah, I missed my steel defender.
Soul Rack, you gain your temporary hit points, you open your eyes, and that dragon is just hovering over you. Just die! 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 It screams in your face.
So I'm gonna get up. I lost my rage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna. Well, yeah, I'm gonna rage again.
Alright, you go into a rage, you can pick your maul back up off the ground. It fell onto the ground and you fell unconscious.
And
The maul's feeling kinda warm, to say the least.
I'm going to again recklessly great weapon attack it. Hopefully this time it goes better. I am going to. Does it 7?
What do you got to lose? It's alright.
I might as well use it now because I don't know how the second attack's gonna do so.
Alright, you hit. You just managed to hit. You bring them all up and poof, just clip Tinderlaw straight over the face of that maul again. Poof, it knocks its face into the side of that stone and the dragon screams. Ah!
I scream right back at it as I bring my wall up to swing at it again. 17 again.
It's a miss.
Oh, God. Oh.
The pain. Oh, the pain.
Yeah. Alright, the kobolds, the firing brigade. The other minecart that you guys pushed down here is at the end of this this track too. That's just a random bit of useless information I'd like to tell you. And they're just going to keep their barrage of sling bullets at Millhouse. 4 of them at the back. Ah, fire! Miss, miss. That's going to miss. You do have cover, because all creatures give cover. These guys are kind of in their way. And then the one with the piece of sharpened flint jumps on you, Millhouse, and he tries to poke you. But then, just when you think you're safe, Millhouse, the kobold with the scorpion on a stick, he's still alive, and he holds it up. And He's going to attack you with it. And he completely misses. Ah! Repulsion shield, what does that do?
Oh wait, no, that's being hit. Never mind.
Yeah, it doesn't hit you.
I misread it.
It literally just holds up a stick and there's just a single scorpion attached to the end of it, and the scorpion's trying to pincer you. That's it.
I thought it was like when he tried to attack, like you push him away. That would have been hilarious.
Mark my words. I will hunt you down. I will recover. And I will find you and burn you one by one when you're asleep. And the dragon leaps backwards, provoking from Solrak and Orion. Orion, you don't have a weapon in your hand, so you have to do like an unarmed attack. But the dragon flies back.
Can I still great weapon attack it?
Away. You can. You won't have advantage. But yeah, the dragon is flying away. Alright, Solrak, that's a miss.
I'll actually save my reaction.
Alright, the dragon flies up. It flies down this ledge. And those of you in the main cave see Tindalor flying up.
Oh no.
You know that giant hole in the ceiling that I told you guys about many times? It's flying towards that. And it's now 100 feet above the ground level. Just flying straight up. Scales and blood just trailing away from it. The fight's not over yet. Orion, you can use half your movement speed to stand up.
Do that. I'll use my interact with object to pick up my sword. I will drink a healing potion, which is 2d4 plus 2, correct?
Yeah.
Solid. As a bonus, I'll let's see. I'll use 15 movement to run out here. And then I'll use 10 movement to move back here.
Jasmine, I'm just going to take you out of initiative. We'll bring in your new character for next session. Alright, Bryn.
Yeah, so it's 100 feet away from me, right?
Yeah, 100 feet up. It's just flying up towards the ceiling.
So I'll just try to shoot it with a light crossbow, but then at disadvantage, of course.
Okay. That's a miss. I mean, it almost hits, but then the dragon scales are too hard, so the bolt just bounces off. The dragon hastily.
Damn. Okay. Do I see anyone else that has a ranged weapon? Yeah, I'll just, if I see someone that has a ranged weapon, I'll just inspire that person. Go hit it.
I'm guessing Yazo, he does have a bow.
Yeah.
Bow out.
Okay. I'll inspire Yazo. And that's it, I think. Yeah.
Yazo.
So I'm going to have to equip my shield because it's not looking very good. So that'll be my action.
Okay, you strap your shield to your arm. So I guess he doesn't have a bow. I lied to you, Bryn. He puts it away.
I do have a dagger though.
Okay. And any movement?
Tempted to go in here, but if he swings back round, it's... No, I think I'll stay where I am. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, Millhouse.
The boulder inventor again.
You swing at him and you just slash through the kobold and kick him off this ledge. It's like an 8-foot drop down onto the ground. Dead.
Then the only other one I can get.
And you cut through him as well. Cutting the kobold down. Dead. Solrak.
So yeah, I start slowly moving out of here, all burnt. Where are the kobolds? Up there. That was 10 to get to there, I believe.
Alright, looking out further in the cave, you can see Millhouse fighting some kobolds in the shadows up here.
That would be my 40.
This is like a good 20 feet above the ground. You can leap from track to track. You will need to stand there though. There's not enough. You would fall if you're in that square.
Okay. So yeah, I will go and do a dodge action and get ready to go in next round.
Okay. Run away! Run away! Run away! Kobolds say as they see Tinder fleeing. They too try to flee, and they just scream, and they all take the disengage action, and they start running towards like the dragon's cave. Sorry, Jasmine, just gonna move you for a sec. Yeah, they start running away, and Tinder is gone. The dragon is pretty much at the ceiling now. Unless you've got something that's going to go 260 feet. You're not going to be able to attack the dragon anymore. The dragon has fled. Dragons, they don't fight to the death. Rarely. Orion.
Why? Crossbow does have a second range of 320 feet. Would that still hit?
You could attempt to attack the dragon still.
Yep.
Orion.
When I fell unconscious, did my shield come off my arm?
No, you don't. That's like fully strapped to your arm. You don't drop
Gotcha.
that.
Okay. I will peek around this corner and look at what's going on. Does this guy seem like he's fleeing?
Yeah, he's like basically running away. He's like already around this corner. Ah! When you look at him, he ducks around the corner. It's like a little alcove over here.
Okay. Come back and can just get here. Yeah, I think that's it, guys.
Bran.
Well, I will try to inspire myself this time.
I
This
think
is
you
the last
can
chance. You've
inspire.
gotta do it.
You can't actually inspire yourself.
You can?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can say some nice words to yourself, but you won't be able to get the bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah, others. Alright. Okay. So then I'll just try it anyway. And I'll shoot the light crossbow.
Okay,
Yeah, misses.
it goes awry.
Yeah. End of turn.
Yeah, so
Okay. So are they gone, those two in there?
yeah. I don't see him. Just a big pile of treasure now.
I'll hide.
Alright, give us a stealth check. 13. Millhouse.
Alright. Millhouse will dash.
You chase the kobolds down. They scream
I'm
as
gonna
you
come
run
down.
after them.
I'm gonna
Solrak.
get the pleasure anyway.
Hello. I think you're muted.
Sorry about that. So to get to them, you said I have to do like an athletics to get to there.
This is like no. Didn't say you need to do an athletics. I said I mean this is like 20 feet above the ground here, and this is about 10. So I mean it's a leap down.
Okay, so I'll do leaps. Well, would I take damage from those leaps?
You can climb down. It will cost you 20 feet of movement though, and you'll need to make an athletics check.
Okay, so instead, let's try to head around. Would that work?
That's a 25-foot drop. That would cost you 50 feet to climb down there.
To go around the tracks? Because I went like this.
It's a 25-foot drop from this
still
trap.
25.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you've just moved would cost you 135 feet. But that would be 30 from where you are. And then yeah, it's a 25-foot drop down onto the ground. This mine track is held up by these like wooden logs, that are supporting the track above the ground. And then it curls around and like terminates over in this area.
So I will stand on this track then, and I'll try to shoot 2 of them. I'll pull up my bow.
Which one are you attacking?
The first one in front of me. This one.
That hits. And
Rage does not count, so only 4.
still alive.
And I will shoot him again since he's still alive.
That hits, and that kobold's dead.
Okay, and that would be my...
Alright, the rest of these kobolds run away. They take a dash action, and Millhouse, you can attack one of them if you like.
This one.
Okay. The other 2 run. Okay, they escape. He doesn't escape, and you cut him down. And I'm going to break the initiative now.
Alright, we're gonna be quick. You know what's...
Alright, so you take a look up, and the Tindalore disappears into the ceiling.
I really hope you kept his head down up there. But we're gonna be quick.
It didn't use the entrance that you guys used. It like went up through the ceiling.
So, I'm curious, do we get experience for it running away?
Yeah, you defeated the dragon. Experience is not for killing creatures, it's for winning encounters, which you did. You fought the dragon off. Dragons, they just never fight to the death. That's just they value their life too much.
Yep. Before it comes back, everybody get to
smart.
the
Regroup down here.
No, let's get to the treasure room, dude.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to jump down 25 feet. So that's why I'm saying regroup, like down here, so we can go in there.
Okay. I'll climb down.
Well, there is
It's a big chunk of XP.
yeah, there is another way, but I won't spoil it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start climbing down. I guess that's an athletics.
Alright, the 1 minute spell goes away. You can go around, but if you want to climb, you can make an athletics check.
Is there a way around?
Yeah, you can just walk down to the end of the track over here. Over here. But yeah, you can just...
Okay.
Yeah, so the track terminates over here. At
So
the
yeah,
ground level.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you guys can...
Me too.
Yeah.
I have a climbing speed. I'll just climb down.
You guys climb down and you move along all these charred dwarf skeletons, and there's an enormous pile of coins here, like way too much for you guys to take. Yeah, we're talking, 70,000 coins roughly. A big pile of mixed treasure, mostly copper, but there's definitely some gold and some silver and some other items in here.
How much can a mine cart carry?
I'm not taking all the coins. We can't carry them.
Yeah, you won't be able to take a minecart with you unless you're keeping on the tracks. But the coins, I'll calculate how much we're talking. We're talking like almost a ton. We're talking 1,500 pounds worth of coins here. Like it's way
Not
too
even
much.
a bag of holding would be able to carry it.
But that's mostly copper. There's silver and gold in here, and there's other items as well. You see what looks like a nice scabbard, some sort of metal. A metal, like a war metal or something. A nice gem encrusted jug, a glowing battle axe, and a bright red glowing potion. But before
Let's take all that stuff.
Before you take a look through this treasure and whatnot, a few kobolds that were left, they run back up for an attack. And that's where we're going to wrap up the session. 3 more kobolds. 4 of them huddled in this corner.
I was just about to say something, everybody.
How long between? So I'm guessing there wasn't much time between everybody getting to the pile to the kobolds coming out.
Couple of minutes.
A couple minutes is all I need to get the Steel Defender back.
Don't you?
If I use a spell slot at the first level or higher, I can get it back in a minute if it's died within an hour.
Sweet, it comes back then. It just basically magically reanimate its remains. Alright, and I'm guessing Raven's new character bursts out of this crate or something. We'll figure that out next week. Hey!
Didn't you see my title in Roll20? I thought I was outside talking to you or something.
We'll see. Maybe. Well, depends on who your character is. What is your new character going to be, by the way?
Well, you know how I said that my Jasmine's brother was exiled along with her. But he's more of a prisoner in that. Well, he's just gone now, and he's not an angelic sort of type anymore. He's more demonic instead of a pale tan color. He's that pale tan turned into a pale blue with stubby horns, so he's a tiefling now.
So Jasmine's brother?
Yep.
Cool. That'll make good sense. Maybe you're looking for Jasmine or something. Alright. We'll wrap it up here and we'll just pick it up right here next week. Thank you guys very much. And I added Avon to the list of deaths there. I just want everyone to make sure that you didn't miss that.
We still gotta find his body.
It's a lie.
Shame on you, Milhouse.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
I'm sure you had healing potions.
Alright, good work, guys. You defeated a red dragon. I honestly, when the dragon went first and it did its breath weapon, I was like, uh-oh. I thought you guys were in big trouble, but you pulled through. And?
We didn't position really well, did we?
Well, the dragon didn't seem happy to see you guys, and I mean, it just instantly attacked.
Yeah, we also didn't know it was in that room.
Even though the dragon won the battle with one kill, but the group won the war.